Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. We are going to do something different today, folks. So sit down, strap on, so not strap on, but strap yourself in.
Strap what?
So, as you're a strapping young man or woman, make sure you're seated, and we are going to embark on a one-shot today with a brand new set of adventures. And we are going to jut off on this is an adventure you can play yourself if you like. It's a pre-written one shot, and I've personally run it before about 4 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. So I thought I'd revisit it as a DM today, and it is the Krypts of Kelemvore. Yep. So let's jump right into it. So, as an adventuring party, we have three core members of our party, and what you've been, when you were Neverwinter, you were scrounging around for some work just to get some gold, just to kind of, keep the belly full, and not that you'd fallen on like overly hard times. It just seems that work has been quite scarce, and so you have to do what you have to do. And so our illustrious band ended up taking up a contract to, do some mundane guarding of the caravan of supplies that was going from Neverwinter down to the mining town of Fandelver. And so the next, early in the morning, the carts filled with pickaxes and some mining supplies, lanterns, pretty generic things that a outlying settlement would need to continue their operations. And as you start off, guarding the caravan, you have plenty of time. It's almost like a 2-day, 2.5-day trek to get to Fandelver. And this is plenty of time for each of the party members to get to know each other and keep wary of their surroundings, be situationally aware of what's going on around the caravan as it's, meandering down, the main road down to Fandelver. And so, with that in mind, why don't you go ahead and start go ahead and explain your character, and let's start with you, JD.
Okay. For those of you familiar with the story of Once Upon a Time in Mexico, the GIF that I'm playing is based off of that main character, El Mariachi. He is a GIF bard. And I promise not to do a terrible Mexican accent.
And is there anything again, it's almost a 2.5 day travel. Is there anything that, you want the party to know about you, or is there anything in particular that would stand out without you having to really kind of exclaim it? Is there any notable features? Is there any bit of a backstory you want to share, or is it that you just want to just kind of do your job, keep your head down, and make that 20 gold piece, for 20 gold pieces for 2 days of work?
Let me see. I mean, as we gather around the campfire at night, he'll probably be telling stories.
Okay. All right. How about you, Rocky? What's your character entailed? Like, what's some things that you would? What's like 3 things that you would want the rest of the party to know about you as you're meandering down the main road down to Fandalen?
Okay. The character I'm playing is Wolfrin Ironbiter. He is a mountain dwarf from Iron Master, I believe. That's way up north in the Sword Coast near the Icewind Dale region. He's actually calm, easygoing, generally the exact opposite of the transformation his rage imposes on him. He is a berserker barbarian. Hailing from Ironmaster, where most of his people make their home deep within the tall mountains of the spine of the world, circumstance and necessity had Wolfrin make his home out on the mountains, away from any concentration of the populace. Determined at an early age, he'd been touched with what the elders called the blood fury. A normal life amongst his people would be a detriment to both himself and those around him. So that being what it was, a different purpose was suited for his disposition. Wolfrin would serve the clan by ranging the mountains, keeping the passes clear of many beasts and dangers threatening the region, as well as serving as a kind of a hunter-gatherer, part-time mountain guide for his people and now other people. So that's Wolfrin. His hobbies include brewing his own beer and mead, and he likes to knit in his downtime. He's about 4'10", 187 pounds, large corded arms. He's wearing a knitted vest and pants, toboggan, and gloves, all made of yak fur. You don't really see any. He's got an explorer's pack on his back, a shield. Looks like there's a mining pick strapped to it, a couple of javelins. Throughout this trip, he's real meek and mild, very friendly. From what everyone's noticed, he shared his homemade brew and talked about brewing recipes and offered to knit some people some mittens for when if they get into colder climates. And he's just a really nice guy, man. He's just so friendly, cheerful, not very loud, real calm. Almost like a sweet old grandma, except he's a big muscle-bound dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
As far as how he's interacted with the rest of the party.
Okay. Very good. And it's another part of your adventuring party. You've got a fairly large half-orc, clad, scarcely cladded fighter-looking fellow named Krogoth. And basically, Krogoth has gained some notability in like some fighting arenas, and you can definitely tell he's a little punch drunk from having been in the gladiatorial arena, maybe one too many times. And someone pulled him aside at one point and said, if you want to have a long life, and you might want to get into some other different kind of line of work. And so Krogoth said, me have sword, me have crossbow, me go find work. And so basically he fell into this kind of line of work where he actually has done a couple of these runs down to Fandalen. So he's familiar with the trek between Neverwinter down the high road south towards Lillian, and about almost like 2/3 of the way towards Lillian, you guys are going to head east, take a left onto the next main road, which is the Tribord Trail, which will head you towards Fandalen, which is an established mining facility, mining town right at the kind of the foothills of the Sword Mountains. And as you're continuing, and so the other companions within the
JD,
caravan is
Mike. I don't want to interrupt. I'm sorry, JD. What's your character's name?
L.
Just EL.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's y'all's armor class hit points?
That's a good question.
I have an AC of 15 and a hit point of 55.
Okay.
14 and 40.
Okay. 19 and 72.
Okay. All right. And the rest of your caravan is basically, you've got like just a kind of a a gentleman who's well versed in handling a team of horses and cart. It doesn't seem like he'd be much of a help in any fight, but he's pretty handy with the reins. And you have one more kind of like a accountant looking fella. He's got rim glasses and kind of got a sash around his throat, and you wonder if this is a guy who would uh, have any bearing if he wasn't in that cart of where to go, because if it wasn't an accounting house, being outside the accounting house, he's way out of his element here. If it wasn't for numbers and serial numbers on casts, he wouldn't know what he was doing. Like, that's his whole world, is just accounting for things. Like, math is his superpower. He looks extremely out of place being in the cart. And you can almost get the sense, and you also do learn about each of these characters, in the sense that, at night when you stop off, about almost to the point where you're at about to turn off onto the Tribord Trail, you do camp out, set a fire. Everyone's telling their story about how they ended up kind of like where they are, and you can hear brush, rustling in the bushes around the campfire and everything like that. But usually you can detect that it's usually just like a rabbit or a squirrel or maybe a deer. It's nothing nothing overly alarming, even though it does keep you on your toes, because that is your job. That's what you're getting your 20 gold pieces for the trip for. During that evening, when you're sharing like why you're there or how you ended up being on the road, on the high road to Vandalen, you get the sense that everyone's kind of like relaxing a little bit, getting to know each other a little bit, just that camaraderie you get just by being on the road. And it's an uneventful evening, as the everyone kind of rotates, being on watch. And again, it's there's a rabbit, there's a squirrel, maybe a deer. Nothing overly high alert about anything that's in the bushes around you. And come the next morning, it's a beautiful dawn. I mean, the sky is blue, the grass is, you can smell the freshness of the being outdoors. Now that you've been out of Neverwinter for over a day now, you can actually smell the nature, getting out of the city. You haven't been out of the city for a few weeks, so getting out into the country again is refreshing. You can definitely tell there's a slight breeze coming off the Sea of Swords. There's a little bit of saltiness in the air, and the warmth of the sun wakes you, and it seems to be a glorious day. Okay. So everyone packs up the caravan, and everyone's in good spirits, well rested. Looking forward to finishing out the last trek of your travels, so that you can get paid. And also, it'd be nice to get a warm meal, like a nice cooked meal, as opposed to kind of like rations. Every one of you may not have shared this with the other character members, but it's not that you've fallen on like the most of desperate at times, but times have been hard. You may have skipped a couple of meals over the last few weeks, because work really has been quite scarce in the area. Inflation's up. The cost of cartwheels are up. So that's always come into play of what's the risk reward these caravans are going to take to actually transport goods and service, goods to these outlying settlements like Vandalen. So, is there anything you'd like to do at this point in time? You just woke up, you're packing up the caravan, the cart. You can see I'm just going to call him the accountant. And the driver. That's their names. Is there anything you want to do before you head on and finish out the last, latter half of the trek?
As we're packing up camp, I will go ahead and use my inspiring leader feat to orate and whatnot around the camp, and everybody gets temporary hit points equal to my level plus my charisma modifier, so that'll be +9 temporary hit points.
Okay. How long will those last?
Till they're gone.
Yeah.
Until they're gone? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And that's a spell. That's a spell that slot.
It's an ability. It's a feat.
Yeah, it's a feat. It's Inspiring Leader.
Okay, inspiring. Okay, just one.
Great for bards, paladins, anybody with a good charisma score.
Okay. As you continue your trek down, you notice that the air is again nice breeze. There's saltiness in the air. You can definitely smell the Sea of Swords. That there's a prominent breeze coming off the coastline. After about maybe 4 hours, you see the distinct turnoff and a big sign saying go, pointing south towards Lillian. And then you see the sign pointing, it's the road signs, the crossroads to where you would take a distinct left to head down the Tribord Trail towards Van Dalen. You do see some sporadic traffic coming up from Lillian, almost heading up towards Neverwinter. Again, they have about a 2-day trek to get up to the capital of the Sword Coast. Everyone seems to be friendly. There's nods of acknowledgement, hands, safe travels as you're passing by each other. And then as you turn off to the Tribord Trail, you can notice that there's a distinct, you can just see that there hasn't been, it doesn't look like there's been anyone down this trail for a while. Like you don't see kicked up like when you're on the high road, you could see that there was like kicked up dust, or that there was some fresh marks, or you actually saw people in passing of you going up to Neverwinter. As you turn off onto the Tribord Trail, you can see that there it doesn't seem like there's been as much traffic. This is maybe an offline almost a less used route. This is actually heading out really into the into more of the rural area, more of the wilderness area. This is becoming extremely rustic. Once you turn it, it's a distinct. This is the high road is well maintained. This road is not as well maintained. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay.
So into the wilds we are traveling.
All right. So
as
you turn left onto the Tribord Trail and you're starting to head towards Van Dalen, you can tell that after about 4 hours, that you're starting to kind of like see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, we've only got about another 6 hours before we get to Van Dalen. What are you going to do when you get there? Croft is gone. I've been to Van Dalen a couple of times. Good food, nice people, good food. And
is the meat any good there?
One thing is not enough meat.
Oh, I'm glad
once I leave, they say, get out of here. You drink all mead, not enough mead. So, not enough mead for me. And anyways.
Here's my big friend. Try some of my private stock. And I pull a skin off of my hip. And I brewed this myself before coming down the pass.
I will try anything, anytime. And there's not. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And let me just put it like a quick pause here. I'm going to grab my coffee because it's finished percolating in the French press, and I'll be back in like 30 seconds, and then we'll pick it up. Okay.
Not the French press. El Mariachi. That's awesome.
Yeah, I forget why I originally built this guy. I was just like, I think I had seen something about Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, I could build him, and so I did.
That's pretty legit. I ain't gonna lie.
I find it interesting. Bards don't get counterspell.
No, they don't. Which you're right is like if any class should get counter spell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okie All right, here we go. Coffee there. Okay. All right. So after about 2 hours of traveling down the Tribord Trail, you notice that up ahead, up the trail, you can see a flipped over cart, and you can see, and again, this is like from like 150 feet away. You can make out maybe the outline of some bodies lying around an overflipped cart, and again, it's about 150 feet in front of you on the Tribord Trail. What would you like to do?
Perception check.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, that's good. A 19 plus 5, 24.
Okay. How about you, JD?
Oh, that doesn't look good up ahead there. Some trouble, perhaps.
Oh, what was that again?
JD, there's something going on with your audio.
Yeah. You sound like you're beatboxing over there.
Yeah. Come again?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I
there
can
you
hear
go.
you now. Yeah.
Okay. I got
What
a
did you roll on your perception?
nat 20 for 28.
28. Okay. You absolutely can see. It looks like that this is a caravan that had been, or I'm sorry, like a supply caravan that had been flipped over. It looks like it had been ambushed. It looks like there's a number. Again, you're 150 feet away from it. You can see there's distinctly there are bodies on the ground around the around this caravan. No, and you can perceive that there's no movement.
Okay, I'm going to pull my shield off my back, and I reach over the top of my shoulder and out of my explorer's pack. I pull out a mining pick.
Okay.
Start cautiously walking up, surveying the area, looking for signs of attackers.
Okay. So as you get up, what are you doing, JD?
Just standing back, waiting for him to figure out what's going on.
Okay. So what do you want the cart and the driver and the accountant to be doing while you're investigating this this flipped over caravan? Do you want them to stay in place? Do you want them to go forward with you? What would you like to do? Describe that to me. You want to mush the horses and go straight at it full board? What would you like to do?
It sounds like
Michael,
Rocky's.
on the owlbear, are we still sitting there at a set of stairs?
You haven't got to the set of stairs yet. That was just you
Okay,
guys
okay.
wanted to get set. You haven't even got to that location yet.
Okay, is there a different map, or is that the only one we've
Yes,
got?
the map that I'm streaming is the map that you can see, that you need now.
Okay, well, I don't have that on my computer.
It's streaming. It's being shared on the messenger. Like I'm
It's
like
just
I'm
the
I'm
mirroring
looking
like
at it.
the
I'm
overall
looking
map
at
for
it.
the
Okay.
Sea of Swords.
yeah
Okay, it's just a map to see it. So okay, cool.
yeah.
I was just curious
Just-
because I like.
you don't need a battle map as of yet. You're still.
Okay.
This is just a terrain map at the moment.
Well, in that case, I'm going to move forward and start inspecting the bodies to see if anyone's alive.
Okay. And JD, are you holding back like 150 feet back with the caravan and the driver and the accountant?
I mean, is this wreck like blocking the road or?
It is blocking the road. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then yeah.
Okay. All right. Krogoth will accompany his the door. It's say your name again, JD. Not JD, but Rocky.
Wolfrin, just like it's spelled. Wolfrin, Wolfrin, like Wolverine, Wolfrin.
Okay, Wolfrin. So
with a
Krogoth will accompany Wolfrin up with great axe in hand. He's got a great axe, and he's like, he's basically a. It's mildly interesting that he sees a flip. It's nothing. It's not that he has never seen that before, but he hasn't seen one today. So he's kind of going with you. And as you get up towards the flipped over caravan, you can see that there are. Go ahead and roll me another. What's your passive perception, by the way?
15.
Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, even as you walk, you don't even have to roll. So even as you get up to the caravan, that's flipped over, you can see that there are a number of arrows in the side of the caravan. You can see a number of arrows and sword slashes, crude sword slashes through the bodies. There's about 6 bodies strewn around the caravan. You can see they're goblin-made, goblin arrows. You can see that the wounds that on the bodies were made probably by crudely forged goblin smiths. Goblin swords. You can see that it's been ravaged. Every bit of like anything that would be of any worth was taken when this caravan was ambushed.
Oh, goblin.
Yeah, and so as you're looking around, your passive perception is 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as you are working your way around the caravan, and you can see that there's a bit of like mid-waist grass on either side of this trail, the Triboard Trail. You can see that there's a distinct, almost like path through the grass heading north off the trail. It's as if like there had been a small band of something that had trampled through the grass. Very quickly, you can see that there's a bit of blood off this, in the grass area, coming off the trail, again, like 20 feet away from the caravan, as if it had been tripping off blood. It had gotten onto the grass. As you're looking around the area, you hear a groan.
Oh, what's that? I hear something.
Yeah. And as you continue to kind of work your way on the opposite side of the flip over caravan, opposite of the caravan, the cart that you had been traveling in 150 feet away, you see a young man in almost like priestly robes, and he seems to be in horrible shape. He's got arrows piercing out of him. He's got he's got like a slash down his shoulder. You can determine very quick. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check for me, Rocky.
Okay. Not too good on that one. Let's see. Oh, dirty 20, 18 plus 2.
You can tell without a doubt this kid is not long for this world. Very, very much longer. He's on his last breath. Even if you started to try to apply you know instinctively that there's nothing that could really save this kid other than say a resurrection spell.
Oh, lad.
Yeah, he's like one or two breaths away from crossing over, and he looks at you almost wide-eyed, and he goes, "You have to get down to Ebron down, Ebron down. You have to get this to Ebron down." And he looks and he grabs at your tunic, and he looks at you. You have to, or we're all doomed. And he passes away, and he fades into death.
Well, what did he hand me?
He didn't hand you anything.
We have to get what to Everin Downs then? Maybe in the caravan? He said, "Oh, lad, and whatever God you keep hold you in his halls." And I turned to the rest of the party and says, "Something was taken here that has to go to Everin Down. Krogoth, you know this area. What is Everin Down?"
Yes, so Ebron Down, it's not that far away from here. Actually, it's almost on the way to Fandalen. We're only about an hour north of Ebron Down, and so it's actually in an area called the Grim Hollow, and it's a small town. And Ebron Downs is a small village, agricultural village. They've seen a lot of just peace over the years. They keep to themselves, and it's the only thing that I can distinctly remember from Ebon Downs is that it used to be a fortress and a temple of Kelemvore. Way in the past, it's not many people even know it's there anymore. It's not like it's a favorite place for people to visit, or it's not like it's if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't think to go there. It's kind of like one of these unspoken, it used to be something 200 years ago, but the fortress has fallen into disarray. The temple that used to be very prominent there to Kelemvore is dilapidated, and typically, traditionally, the only people that really even visit there are like priests of Kelemvore, and that's just because they've got their duties to check in on their doom guides, their clerics and paladins that are dedicated to the dead, and they've pledged their lives to restoring the balance of between life and death, and making sure that the scale is balanced every day. And JD, so let's put a pin in that for a second, Rocky. So JD, what are you doing? So you see Krogoth and Wolfen looking around. They've gone to the opposite side of the caravan, so they're a little bit out of sight. What do you want to do? And what's your passive perception, by the way?
19.
19.
Wow.
Yeah. I have expertise in perception, so.
Okay. You can definitely get a sense that the driver and the accountant are getting extremely nervous now, as if seeing another caravan obviously have been just within the last 6 hours been ambushed, attacked by, obviously an attacker from where you're standing. You can definitely tell that the driver's getting nervous. He's like, pulling in the reins, trying to, it's almost like he's overcorrecting the horses to keep them in place. The accountant is in the cart with the burlap sack over his head. So you're getting a sense that these folks are starting to get really a bit antsy.
Okay.
And you can also tell because of such a high perception that because of Krogoth and Wolfen being on the opposite side of the caravan, that you haven't seen him for like a minute, and so it's like, but yet you don't hear any clashing of metal, you don't hear any like sounds of combat, So, what would you like to do with that in mind?
Well, I'll have them begin moving the cart forward and towards uh, to
Okay.
continue up the road.
Okay.
Krogo, give me a hand. We have to clear this so that we can move forward.
Okay.
I want to get Krogoth to help me tip this wagon back onto its wheels so that we
Okay.
can move it out of the path.
Okay. Krogoth has an 18 strength. What strength do you have? Rocky?
Come again, Michael?
What's your strength score?
20.
Okay. Krogoth will more than happy assist you to at least nudge, try to nudge this is a caravan that's been lightened of its load. So it doesn't look impossible to move, but go ahead and roll your strength check. It's an ability check with advantage because you've got help from Krogoth.
Okay. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, easily. With the two of you throwing your shoulders into the side of the caravan, you can actually push it forward off into the ditch next to the waist high grass area, and the only things that's on the road at this moment are the 6 bodies that were surrounding the caravan when after it had been ambushed. So more than enough room to get past the ambushed caravan.
So,
yeah. So JD, as you're
do we just leave him here on the roadside, or should we do something about him?
And Krogoth goes, it looks like these bodies have been checked. It wouldn't hurt to check them again. In case they the ambushers missed something. Those sneaky goblins, they'll take the fillings out of your teeth. See? If you're not careful, they'll take the fillings right out of your teeth.
Speaking of fillings, when Wolfram talks, his entire mouth, his teeth are all capped in silver.
Mm.
His whole mouth is capped in silver.
Okay.
There's a reason for that.
Mm. JD, I want you to do a perception check for me.
Okay.
Are you first of all? Are you on the cart or are you off the cart? Where are you in relationship to the cart that you're supposed to be guarding?
I'm on the cart.
You're on the cart. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll that perception check for me with advantage.
Oh, with advantage? Okay.
Yep.
So 16 plus 9. 25.
Okay. That's good. I think I'll make it. Because of your elevated perch on the cart and you're keeping wary of like the waist high grass area, you do notice that kind of grass trodden, inadvertently made path heading north off of the trail. But you also notice that on the opposite side, on the southern side of the road, in the grass, you notice that there is a small crate that looks like it has been had been thrown from the caravan when it tipped over.
Okay.
It's about maybe a foot by a foot by foot. It's about a foot in height, width, and length.
Okay. Do I see any markings on it that
Not from your perch on the cart, you don't. The thing is about maybe 20, 25 feet into the grass area. That's why Krogoth and Wolfram didn't see it, is because it's down in the grass area. And the only reason you were able to see it's because of your elevated perch being on the cart as you were moving to the flipped over caravan.
Okay, yeah, I'll point it out to Wolfrin and
Okay. What would you like to do, Rocky? Wolfrin, what would you like to do?
As he points it out to me, I'll walk over there and inspect it.
Yeah, you and Kargoth just threw your shoulders into the caravan, the flipped over caravan, and pushed it off just enough into the road. Well, easily off the road with that 20 roll. You're almost be able to almost roll it over so that there's plenty of room to have the cart that you're guarding to be able to get through. And so you hear El go, there's a crate or a box or something over there on the opposite side of the road from the downtrodden grass area of obviously it looks like it could be goblins or it could be something else. But so what would you like to do, Rocky?
I'm going to go over there and check it out.
Okay, yeah. So as you kind of like wade into the grass quite a bit, Krogoth is kind of keeping a wary, watchful eye on being such like heightened sense of like in guard formation here. As you come up on the crate, you can see that it's a bit dented. It looks like it's a little bit worse for warm from having been thrown from a flipped over caravan, but the crate is intact. And again, as you come up on it, it is about a foot by foot by foot. It's a foot in height, length, and depth.
Okay, I'm going to use the flat piece of my mining pick and pry the crate open and look inside.
Okay, as you you've got a 20 strength, so I know it'd be insulting to have you roll. You literally just rip the top of this crate off. It was only held in by some handmade nails, and as you flip it off, it's actually if it wasn't the only intact thing that you could see off the caravan, it wouldn't have been. There's no markings, there's no insignia, there's no emblem. There's nothing to denote that this crate is anything other than just a wooden crate. As you flip off the crate, you can actually see inside it is packed with hay, okay? And on top of it is a letter with a waxen seal on it.
What is this?
What would you like to do?
Well, pick up the letter and read it.
Okay. So as you crack open the seal and you open it up, you see that go into a religion check for me.
Okay. Oh, that's good too. 17 plus 1, 18.
Okay, so before you even break open the seal, you can see that the wax seal on the letter has an emblem stamped into it of a scale, and you know enough about just enough about history enough to know that is the symbol of Kelemvore.
Kelemvore.
Kelemvore. Okay.
Kelemvore. Yes.
Kelemvor for the audience. I might mispronounce it because I get a good old boy Southern accent, but Kelemvore is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look, there is more to this god of the dead thing here.
Yeah.
The symbol of Kelemvore.
Yeah. So do you want to crack it open, or what would you like to do with it? It's a letter. It's just a kind of a normal sized.
So I said I was going to read it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you crack it open, you can get the gist of reading through it. These are orders for the priest that was accompanying this caravan to come down to Ebon Downs. We're having some trouble here with. We have some Krypts that the dead are rising from the Krypts and at night and terrorizing the agricultural community, the villagers, and we can't find out where they're stemming from. We've been we've been to the graveyards, we've been checking all the crypts, we've been checking all the surrounding area. We just haven't been able to figure out where this tide of undead skeletons and zombies, and being at the level that you are in the party, your level 5 characters, at some point you've come across skeletons and zombies in your adventures. So you know what they look like, you know what their kind of threat that they present, especially to unarmed, untrained villagers, that a pitchfork and a pitchfork and a milk jug is about their weapons of choice. Okay. And so anyways, by reading through, it says, come immediately. We need your expertise. Get down to Ebb and Down as soon as possible. Otherwise, without your expertise in investigating, almost like undead sightings, I'm afraid that we're going to lose this community and potentially maybe even lose the order, what remains of the temple.
Oh, there's a problem here at this Ebb and Downs. This letter talks about dead rising. And the young man who just passed said we are doomed if we do not get there.
Right. And also and it's signed, who did sign it? Oh, signed Doom's Guide Soul Hearth. And he seems to be like the commander of the temple, or at least the leader of that community at the dilapidated fortress / temple of Kelemvore.
Right.
Well, I want to give that letter up to the caravan master and tell him, I believe this is where we must head now.
He goes, and he looks at you in fear. And he looks at you and goes, that's not any of our problem. That's we've got to get these supplies to Fandalen. If we don't get these supplies, that community will suffer, and it's not in our contract to go and stick our noses in where it's not wanted. We've got a job to do, and we're only about a half of a day's ride from Fandalen. I've got a family. I can't do this. And you can see the accountant, I'm sorry, you can't see the accountant because he's under a burlap sack, but you can hear the accountant whimpering, almost sobbing, as if this is way more than what he signed off. He was assigned to keep logs and keep account of like the inventory. He's like an inventory clerk. He is way out of his depth. You can hear him silently sobbing in the back of the cart.
Where is
under
Evan Downs
this
versus Fandalen and where we are now?
What's that, JD?
Is Evan Downs between us and Fandalen, or?
It actually, from where you are on the Sword Coast map, is let me look at that real quick. Can I just pull that up? No, that's not.
Because we're on the high road, right?
Yeah, you're on the Tybor. You're on the Tybor Trail, heading east towards Fandalen, as you can see on the.
Okay, so we just left the high road then. Okay.
Yeah, you've been off the high road for almost like about 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the high road was well traveled. Once you took a left onto the Tybor Trail, you could tell that this is not a well traveled area. Like the only tracks that you would see are those of like supply carts like yourself.
Yeah, it's basically only people going to Fandalen or Kelemvore. Yeah.
Right. And also, I mean, there are some other far-lying areas past Fandalen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an abbey out in that area that's well known. Let me go ahead and pull that up.
Well, then we should double our time and get you to where you must go.
As I was going to suggest, is Eben Downs this side of Van Dalen or the other side of Van Dalen?
Well, I don't know why it's I don't know why it's flipped it on the thing that I'm sharing because Van Dalen is southeast of Neverwinter, and
Yes.
okay, and Leyland is way south of Neverwinter, and so you're on the
Yes.
Tribor Trail between where the high road is and where the jut off road is to head south to Van Dalen.
Yes. I
Like,
I understand that that's where we are. What I'm asking is
yeah, yeah.
where is Eben Downs from there?
You are. Oh, I'm sorry. You're an hour north of Eben Down. So Eben Down is kind of like I don't know if you can see my pointer here, but it's like right in this area.
Well, I would like to go do whatever we got to do.
Okay.
I'm at that
Well,
point. Like this is kind of drawing on a little bit.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, the driver and the accountant says we've got to get to Van Dalen. If you want to travel to Eben Downs, it's literally an hour south of here. There's it's the trail is easily found if you just look for it. It's overgrown, but if you keep a sharp eye out for it, it's not a problem to travel that far. We're close enough now. I'll tell the shopkeepers that are expecting the supplies that you did most of the job, and we'll give you half of the fee if you happen to make it over to Van Dalen.
Yeah, so about that.
That is fair compromise. I accept.
Okay, yeah, because you are about I mean, you haven't really come across any troubles. It's been a pretty easy trek so far from Neverwinter. So he
I would say
tips
that
his hat.
we're probably at least 3/4 of the way. Would you not agree?
Yeah, but the contract says, and he rolls out the contract, it must be full, full delivery in all the way to get full fee. And he actually kind of pulls out the kind of a bit of a lawyer. If he wasn't a driver, maybe he would be a lawyer because he then starts citing contract law
Okay.
about it's either all or none, and I'm being pretty fair by giving you a half.
That more than doubles the gold I have in my pocket. More than fair.
Yeah.
Good luck to you on the rest of your journey.
Yeah. And how many healing potions do each of you have?
None.
Yeah,
Okay.
healing
How about you?
potions. Ha 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 ha. That's funny.
Do you not have any healing potions?
No.
Nobody does.
Okay. As the driver flips over the burlap sack, tells the accountant, pull out that small box. We can't leave these guys out here, to the whim of we're going to make quick time here in the next like 4 hours to Van Dalen. So he hands down a box to you. It's got 3 vials in it. Each of them is just a regular healing potion, 2d4 plus 2, or 2d4 plus 4. And so he gives each one of you one of those. Bids you good day. And hey-ah! And boosh, heads down east down the Tribord Trail towards Van Dalen. And as promised, as you walk maybe a mile up the road, you can actually see where a very overgrown trail, really not even well traveled, heads down towards Eben Downs.
Okay.
As you get down to Eben Downs, you can see that it is farmland. There's rolling hills. There's sporadic little farmhouses. It's midday. It's by about 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see people are out in the fields harvesting. You can see people are churning milk, and you can see it's pretty idyllic. It's very peaceful. Doesn't seem like everyone seems to be like as you're passing down the road to a very distinct, almost like burnt out, dilapidated fortress area. You can see people are hardworking, but they notice you walking down. There's not an overly a great amount of like friendliness in their reception of you, almost a wariness of like, what are you doing here? Like, you seem to be. We were expecting someone well different than you, right? Like, what are you like, JD? What are you? How are you dressed?
Exactly like my icon.
Okay, so like, I'll pull your icon up.
Same. I told you I'm in like a sleeveless knitted sweater
Uh,
with a toboggan on my head, also knitted.
okay.
Leather pants, or not leather pants, but like just regular pants, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm getting at is that they weren't expecting someone with like a gold vestment with like it looks like a cowboy hat and gold pauldrons on their shoulders and a steel clad half orc fighter and a
Right, they're
dwarf
expecting a priest.
we're expecting priest in priestly clothes. They knew they have made they have you can tell that they have been anticipating someone other than you showing up. So they're like almost a little quizzical, like what do these folks do and how are they going to help us? So as you continue down the road, it's not very far until you get to the temple of Kelemvore. The temple is small. It's actually built into a larger foundation, which was a fortress. The fortress is dilapidated. The portcullis is no more. It's almost like no one's done anything to refurbish this property in 100 years. As you pull up down these stone stairs, comes a gentleman in golden armor, and he's got like a skull cap on. And let me see if I can't. Yeah, so he's got like chainmail. He's got like he's got like spiked pauldrons. He's got a big old like huge mustache and a intense, like overly serious glare as he sees you, coming up the road towards the fortress. What would you like to do? You're about maybe 200 feet from the stairwell. Where this guy is, he's got to be a good solid 250 pounds. He's no joke in size and weight.
What was the name on the letter? Soul Doom Guide what?
Yeah, a Doom Guide Soul Hearth.
Soul Heart. Okay. Are you the Soul Heart, the guide of Doom?
And he gives you a bit of a tilt of his head and says, "I am the Doom Guide Soul Hearth. I'm the commander of this area. How can I help you?"
Well, we found one of your peoples. Apparently goblin ambush. He is no longer with us. But the letter on the crate said to seek you out. Did you have problems with undead here now, yes?
I want you. Yeah. So, how close are you now to the temple entrance, which is really the front part of this dilapidated fortress?
I don't know. I don't really have a map that tells me any of that.
Right up to him.
So
Okay, let me show you a picture then of. Let me get that.
We have no reason to expect he's hostile, so we would probably just walk right up to him.
I mean, that's kind of what I assumed I just did.
Yeah.
There you go. So this is what you see.
Okay.
Okay, so you kind of you can see that this fortress is dilapidated.
Yeah,
there
it's broken
is
down, kind of crunchy
broken
looking.
down. Yeah, can you see that? Okay, JD.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're just coming across this kind of wooden bridge, and you can tell that the guy is just right at this kind of archway, which is just the entranceway into this dilapidated kind of fortress / temple area.
Oh,
So I would say from the edge of the wooden bridge you had to cross over to is maybe 100 feet.
Well, again, as we were hailing him, we would have been walking towards him. So
Okay. Yeah. So as you get
What
closer,
troubles you here, my friend? We are here to help, possibly.
yeah. So you're explaining. We came across this caravan. It was ambushed. There was no survivors. And as you're telling, you're counting the what you just went through a couple hours ago. I want each of you, JD and Rocky, to make a perception check for him.
well, not too good that
that
time.
20 for 29.
9.
9. And what did you get, JD?
29.
28. 29.
Okay. JD, you only notice this. The second that Volfrin mentions that there was no survivors, you can almost tell there is a bit of a change in Doom Guide Soulheart's demeanor, and you can distinguish that it's almost like a wave of sadness has washed over him, and also not that unless you really like you really were highly perceptive of his behavior, you can almost tell that there was almost like a tear forming up at the corner of his eye before he kind of inadvertently brushed it away.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and insight check then.
Yeah, go ahead.
14 plus 4, 18 insight.
Well, it seems like the news in which you've given him somehow affected his something personal he has taken in what you've said about your recanting of coming across the ambushed caravan has touched him deeply, almost to the core.
The priest was a friend of yours, huh?
The priest was my brother.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Many of the time we would have good times in Neverwinter. And it wasn't only until I was stationed at this God-forsaken location. Why they ever thought that this would be a place that would be of any importance, I don't know. But for the last year, I've been stationed here as the commander. And it was my brother who I recommended to the order to come and help us with our problem. And now you tell me he's dead. I'm a servant of Kelemvore. Yeah, I'm just going to say Kelemvore, and I understand the balance of life and death, but that doesn't reduce the sting when it's so close to home.
There he is in your God's halls now. So take solstice in that.
And Kargoth, is basically picking his teeth with his battle axe, kind of thing. Kind of just listening into what, you're saying to him or saying to a Doom's Guide, Soulhearth, and he goes, well, I appreciate so Soulhearth goes, I appreciate the news and that you obviously made the trek off the beaten path to be here. You'd have to be like either crazy or you would have to purposely come here to be here. There's nothing here but death and sorrow.
Well, as I told you when we first arrived, we understand that there is a problem. We are here to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother.
He says, was there anything that my brother was carrying?
What was
Not
in the
that I
crate?
was aware of.
Yeah.
Well, how did you
I
know?
did.
He goes,
I
well, how
did.
did you know to come to Eben Downs? I mean, why didn't you go on to Fandalen or even to further east up to the Abbey?
The letter.
Okay. Let me see that letter.
And we brought the crate that it was in.
Okay. Well, thank God you did, or thank Kelemvore you did that, because that is what we need. I love my brother dearly, but it was only in conjunction with him using what's in that crate that's going to save us from the injustice of the cold, dark,
Oh, silly me.
deep
That is what he
grave.
meant. This must make it. Okay, I understand what your brother said to me. That was his last words. Yes. This must make it, or else we are doomed. I believe
Yeah.
is how he said that. Yes.
Yeah. And so, anyways, Cargraph, off his back, plops down this crate, and again, it's like a foot by a foot. And Sawhoth goes over it, rustles through the hay, and he pulls up a what does he pull up? He pulls up a flint and a hang on. Yeah, it's like I'm sorry. Here you go. It's a striking rod and a stone. He pulls up out of the hay and in this crate, and you can see there's intricate markings or arcane symbols across the striking rod and also across the stone. And so he holds this up and he inspects this to make sure that there's no damage, in transport. He goes, thank Kelemvore that this is the only thing that's going to help us. And he goes on to explain. He says, we've had a increase in the increase in the number of dead that have been rising, and we're thinking that we need to go to the source, which is the Krypts, the main Krypts. We've been checking all the surrounding graveyards. We've been checking all the mausoleums. We've been checking all graves that are prominent, that where these zombies and skeletons could have come from. But we haven't found any source in which we haven't found the source in which these undead are every night taunting, terrorizing, killing the villagers. I'm afraid we only have a week at best before we're decimated.
A week is not a good time. So what is it we must do with Stick?
Well, what you need to do is there is the main crypt, the crypt of Kelemvore. And what you would need to do is take the striking rod, the special striking rod, and this stone, which comes as a pair, and find certain braziers down in the crypt and light them. With those lit, that will keep at bay and entrap any type of evil undead, and also that will protect them from being able to get through the crypts and terrorize the village. Would you be willing to go down there yourselves to help us with the area? I should forewarn you that this area was known to have been settled many years ago, hundreds of years ago, by Edris, and it was a very powerful lich that was bent on destroying the city of Neverwinter, and Edris had created this had settled in this area. I should be very candid with you about it. A very powerful lich.
As I said, we are here to help. I do not know what the lich is, nor do I care much. Your villagers must be protected. I, Wolfred Ironbiter, will help you.
Okay. So, what do you say, what do you say, JD? So, what does L think about all this?
Well, let's see. When you mentioned Idris' itch, um,
Yeah, IDRIS.
yeah, uh, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a history check, I guess, to see if I know anything about him.
Okay. That would be a religion check, not much of it. I mean, you historically, it's well known that this area was established years ago by a lich that had supposedly been um, destroyed. So if you want to check from a kind of a religious standpoint on it more in depth of how that was done through the religious sect that supposedly did it, why don't you roll me a religion check?
Okay.
It's well known that this like being there and having come from Neverwinter, this is like interwoven lore of like. I mean, if you want to roll a history check, that's fine with me. But it's almost like you've heard rumors of this area, it being in Neverwinter.
Right, and as a bard, that's a 21 religion.
Okay, yeah. So Kelemvore, the order of Kelemvore battled against again with a other factions, the Green Emerald, a number of factions here in off the Sword Coast had fought this lich that was rising up the power hundreds of years ago, and had at that time had quelled it, and it's ambiguous as to if they destroyed it or they trapped it. There's mixed stories from that time. It's almost like a story lost in time. It either was, yeah, completely destroyed, don't have to worry about it anymore. Address is gone. To, well, we had a tough time destroying him, so what we did is we trapped him.
And he could be trapped in the primary crypt here is kind of the ideal here.
Well, this was where the main battle was.
So, yes. Interesting. This could be a sign of the Lich returning. I suppose if the coin is right.
Well, and Solhearth looks behind him and says, "Well, you can see we're not overly wealthy here. We've almost become the forgotten location, the forgotten faction of the order. We're part of the order in which people only talk in hushes and only if in forgotten tones.
Of course, my friend.
So if you're looking for wealth, you've come to the wrong place. But what I can promise you is two things. One, or actually, I can promise you three things. One is that if you do this favor, you can keep the striking rod and stone, and it has a magical. It's a magical striking rod and stone that if you light a brazier within a 25-foot radius, it will emit a bright blue white light. And for the first 3 rounds after the brazier is lit, any undead creatures that start within that turn of the braziers takes 3d10 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay. You could keep that. You could keep anything that you find down in the crypt. The last party to have entered into the crypt was like a week ago. They were supposed to have reported back in a couple of days ago. They did not. We have not heard any. We haven't heard any like reports of them exiting out of the crypt anywhere, or that we had a system to where they go in, we close this massive stone block across the entrance to prevent any type of like wave of undead, and they were supposed to come back, give us a special knock on that door, and then we would be able to let them out. Only if it was clear that we were safe to do so. Are you willing to work within those parameters?
To be sealed in a crypt, kept by the god of the dead. Could
What
be
could go
interesting
wrong?
stories.
Yeah, with why so nervous? Um, and also, so not only can you keep whatever you find down in the crypt, you can keep a special striking rod and stone, and which again we'll just call. I'll come up with a name for it because it's actually almost a unique relic for the crypt
Yes,
for the Order of Kelemvore.
Yeah.
Okay, and the third thing is they'll give Doom's Guide Soulheart is well known in Neverwinter, and he'll write you almost a letter of recommendation or a reference that of job well done, and that should help increase your ability and availability to be able to find work and better paying work.
And who knows?
Which in itself,
Perhaps
is
being out of
worth.
favor by the god of the dead would not be a bad thing either.
Okay. What do you say, Wolfen? Wolfram?
He already volunteered.
It's Wolfrin. I said I was here to help many minutes ago.
Okay. Just wanted to just double check in case things have changed because of the lich and the undead and everything I just said. Okay, and then Krogoff is like, you go, I go, you go, I still go. Let's go. So, anyways, is there anything you want to do before getting? And again, this is the map that is being shared on Messenger at the moment. This is the stairwell down. These are 5-foot blocks, and this is about a 15-foot stairwell down to this large, thick stone, heavy-duty blockage of door. Is there anything you want to do before the Doom's Guide Soulheart leads you to getting into the crypts?
No.
Bueller, Ferris, anyone?
No, I think we're ready to go.
No, ready to roll.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me top off my coffee real quick, and then we'll get right into
I
it.
was
All
gonna
right.
say, let me take a 10-minute break here and do a quick walk, and then that way we don't have to
Okay,
be
be
interrupted.
back in 10.
Okay.
I'm going to put my phone on the charger.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Production room, man, door open.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Where's my thing here? Well, the setup was a little longer than I expected, but this is really what I started off on as the kickoff adventure for the whole Fandalen campaign, and the whole campaign took almost a year to get through.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is the very first campaign I DM'd for a whole year with Sean, Lauren, and Lance. So
Nice.
yeah, and I ran this adventure before getting into the main meat and potatoes of the Mines of Kelemvore because I wanted to up everyone's level very quickly. Anyway, here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
Here we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to dig into it and see how far we get through today.
Oh, I did design this as a one shot. There's no two ways about it. It's a one shot with, open endedness. So
Cool.
but and also I'll just quickly, so there was a group that had gone down into the Krypts about a week before. They haven't returned. They have a special knock at the door for them to open the Krypt to let them out. Soul Heart to open the door.
I assume that we've learned the same special knock.
Yeah, same special knock. They'll keep someone on post there 24/7.
Dun.
Yep, pretty much.
Shave and a haircut.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about torches, I don't think. No. Gifts don't have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
L does not have dark vision. I know Korgroth and Wolfred both have the dark of the vision.
Yeah. So this is actual location. This is the actual location of Evan Downs. It's deep in the Silver Wisp Swamp off
Silver Marshes.
Southern high roads. So you could actually see where this is on the Sword Coast map. And actually, I'll send you that map.
I have it. I've got the Sword Coast Adventure module. Remember?
Okay. Yeah. So
I just bought the book. Yeah, I know where we're at. We're actually not too far away from where I originate. That my character originates from. He's just further north.
Okay.
I'm north of Neverwinter, but the way I'm seeing it is, the mountains have been pretty clear. He served his clan well, and he's just working his way down the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
He's neutral good. He's a good guy. He doesn't really care about money. It's nice to have, but he was happy with the 10 gold because he doubled the money he had on him. But it's in his nature to keep the passes clear, protect the homeland, so to speak. So he's just extending his natural benevolence to this village because he's like, oh no, skeletons, no good for the village. And the reason he has silver capped teeth is because when he was a child and they were first discovering that he had that berserker in him, when he would start to get agitated and rage out, he would either grind them really bad or he'd start biting on the edge of gnawing on it, fucking his teeth all up. That's why all his teeth are capped in silver, because to this day, when he starts to rage, he'll start to, like a pit bull almost, kink, bite down on his shield and start, you know what I'm saying? It's a complete transformation. He goes from super nice, sweet guy who's offering meat and knitting people mittens to a homicidal maniac. That's the catch-22 with him. So this will be fun.
Let's see. Deep in the Silver Wisp Swamp off the southern high road lies the burial grounds known as Ebon Downs. Here lie many generations of local folk that have been laid to rest, interned in barrows, crypts, and tombs. The villagers of Grim Hollow, which is like a kind of like the, I guess,
The adventure.
yeah, have watched over these grounds for many a year, each with generation passing on the duties to their children. Under their watchful eyes, the Ebon Downs have seen peace. But one night, that peace was shattered forever. Whether due to the lapse of the Grim Hollows, that's kind of like, I guess, what they call themselves, or some unknown power, the dead rose in force from the burial grounds and attacked the village, overwhelming its citizens. Those few lucky enough to escape spoke a dark magic that caused those killed in the attack to rise as undead almost as soon as life had left their bodies. The only thing left standing as a beacon of hope is Ebon Downs, in the rundown fortress temple of Kelemvore, a literal wall dividing the now swamp-encroached village from the great burrows and the graveyard. Here, the priests of Kelemvore still intern the dead, make sure that they don't rise. The doomed guides, clerics, and paladins dedicated to the god of the dead have pledged their lives in restoring the balance of Ebon Downs, but they are fewer and fewer every day, and they have begun to call out across Faerun for help.
The keepers of, what is it? The Sisters of the Sacred Shroud? That's the Kelemvore people that assist the Doom Guides. They're just normal folk, but they're like a secret society that keep track of events just like this. Okay, I'm my lore is strong with Kelemvore.
Yeah.
I'm solid on all that.
And so, anyways, the group that had gone previously down was headed by another Dooms guide. His name was Klein. And Klein had led a party of 4 to almost do some recon into the crypts to find out where in the crypt area potentially maybe some of these undead were being called up, or they were escaping into the, they're trying to figure out how the undead are getting out from the crypts into the countryside and attacking the local villagers. Okay.
All right.
So I know that. So JD, so Doom's guide Soulhearth has told you he's going to seal you in. There's a special knock. You knock on the stone door. He'll let you out, and then but only if once the braziers that you find in there are lit to almost like
hold
trap.
the undead from coming forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on down this tunnel, man. Let's get playing, Mike.
Okay. So the temple is small and it is missing part of its roof on one wall. A priest of Kelemvore, which is Soulhearth, stands looking over the burrows beyond. An armored cleric stands in the center. The cleric looks forlorn until he sees you, and at which point he smiles, beckons you to him. Again, you could tell he rolled a good perception. He's not much of a very talkative person. He almost had a tear in his eye when he heard that the entire party, which included his brother, had passed away. The Temple of Kelemvore is our fortress. It is our stronghold against the Lich Edris and the army of the undead. And he's walking you to the door. But it is not as secure as it should be. Grave robbers. Hang on a second. Grave robbers have been known to break in. They have been known to still magical seals that have kept the doors closed. I need you to enter the crypt, relight the sacred braziers that will destroy the undead and bring back the broken. And don't worry about the broken seals. Just make sure you light the braziers. And he leads you off to the entrance of the crypt, and that is what you see on the map that is on Owlbear at the moment. Okay.
All right.
So as you get to the let me just get to here. There you go. So there's just the three of you. You each have a regular healing potion with each other. All level 5, well rested. I think you used one ability thing for the temporary hit points. As the door lifts, it's almost like this grating stone against stones, massive doorway. It looks like it had been engineered to keep out literally swaths of the dead. And as it gets up to about 5 feet high, the Doom's Guide Soulheart issues you into the area. And so at this point, I'll need a marching order. Who would like to go first? Like, what's the marching order going to be out of the three of us?
I'll lead.
Okay.
I have dark vision, so I'm going to go ahead and lead.
Yeah. And it is dark down here. There's no other than the light that you carry with you. There's nothing that you're sipping into darkness.
Yeah, as we enter
What do
the
you want to
crypt,
do?
I will go ahead and cast light.
Light. Okay, and that's like 20 dim. 20 clear,
20
dim.
bright, 20 dim. Yep.
Okay, and then I'll just follow here. Okay, so as you step into the corridor, you can see that it goes north, and let me give you some perspective here. Oh, that's really weird. I moved everything. It is weird. Yeah, should be here. Oh, like there.
Refresh your browser. You probably lost connection to the room.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I'm gonna scroll up here. Okay. So let me kind of carve this out for you a bit. Nope. This. And then how about that? And then how about this? All right. Now we're cooking with butter, which is a good old Southern term.
It carved again. You're not carving anything out yet. And it closed again.
Why is this not working?
Can you just can we just go without Fog of War today?
Sure.
And
Let's see if I can.
We won't metagame, you know. We'll make rolls and all that to perceive things, but it's doing stuff. It's not wanting to open up. And that's just really going to break up flow, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Still
Let's see. I think I can just go here and I can hit this, and I should be able to. All right, let's see here. No. Crap. Okay, there you go. I guess.
Jump.
All right. I tell you what, I'm going to come completely out of this and then send it right back to you guys. Okay.
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 Let me go ahead and
Without
close
the
it.
yeah.
Let me go ahead and close that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just wait for the resend to pop up.
Yeah. I'll just get to here so that I can. I don't know why Owlbear's being like this. It's not like I. Okay. This will make my life easier, not harder.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see, which one was it? I think it was this one. Okay. And then I'm going to click this and there you go. Okay, let me send that to everybody. And that's everybody. There you go.
All right. There we go.
All right.
Let's click on this bad boy. Connecting. And we have a map. All right. That's what's up.
Okay. So as you can see here, as you come into the first chamber, there is a surprisingly there is a fire in the pit, and here's the description of the room. So, when the characters enter the crypt, a steep stair leads about 60 feet down to the east side of the temple to a stone door where the Kelemvore priest waits. He unlocks the door, beckons you through, hands over a small candle lantern and a heavily striking stone and steel rod, the ones that you have. He says only the spark of the rod and the stone can light the braziers of balance. May Kelemvore and Selene protect
Saloon.
you. Saloon.
Kelemvore
Okay.
and Saloon.
Yeah. The door shuts loudly behind you as the last of your group passes through. There's a loud sound of a locking mechanism being turned on the other side. It sounds very ominous. You stand in the short hallway to the south. A thick metal portcullis gate is rusted shut down. Shown only a dark corridor beyond. To the north, the hallway opens up into a small room. A small door with no handle stands to the north with a large brass lever on the wall beside it. When the lever, let's see, and that's what you see. So you see a room that's about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 feet in width and maybe 20 feet in height and length. Let's see. Yeah, south to north, 20 feet, east to west, 35 feet. There's the embers of a fire that looks like it had been burning for about maybe it's almost like the last remaining embers of a fire. It looked like it had been set there in the fire pit in the last half a day, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this room besides a dying campfire?
You see a knapsack that's next to the fire, and it looks like it had been hastily rummaged through. But it looks like there's some from the bulk of the knapsack. You can see that there's possibly some items in the knapsack.
All right, I'm gonna come over here and dump the knapsack out and check it out.
Okay. As you dump it out, a potion of healing falls out, and
there's two.
Yeah, and it has the scent of brandy in it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can smell it like on the cork that there's like brandy on it. Okay.
Not my particular flavor, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Lowe's.
grab a healing potion and then continue over here to this door.
Yep.
That's the
A
only
large
door in the
stone
room?
door with no handles. Yeah, a large stone door with no handles stands to the north with a large brass lever to the wall on the wall beside it to the right. What would you like to do?
I will pull the lever.
Okay. When the lever is pulled, a disturbing loud scraping sounds rings out. Dust billows as the thick stone door slides upwards, revealing the area beyond. A magical torch around the corner of the hallway lights the way forward.
Then we will move forward. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Stop right there.
All right.
Okay. Hang on. Let me kind of scroll in so everyone can kind of see where, and then this guy's up here. Okay. And this is what you see when you get to this intersection, okay? Two doors stand ahead of you, a metal portcullis gate to the west, to the left of you, and a stone door straight ahead of you to the north. Looking through the portcullis, another corridor extends somewhere 20 feet before making a T-section. A brass lever stands beside the portcullis on the west wall.
okay, friends, do we go left, straight, or right?
And the light source, the magical light source, is emanating from the statue that you see about maybe 15 feet to the north of you, to the right of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, right here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Passive is 15.
28.
Okay. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. To
That
the
motherfucker now can
room.
see the future.
Yeah. So the area in which you're in, there's a small alcove just to the right of you. Well, this is what Wolfram would see, is that there's a small alcove. Let me point that out to you here.
I see it.
Yeah,
I'm
right
looking
here.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there seems to be some debris on the floor. And it looks like there's like some like a sack and some thrown over like a tapestry and like linens and stuff on the floor.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'll take the bait. What I said earlier is left, right, or straight.
Well, Cargroth goes, well, it looks like the portcullis and the stone door in front of us goes somewhere. Let's clear this area before we go anywhere so nothing jumps out at us behind us.
Very good, Cargos.
Trying to think smart, strategically, don't like people creeping up on me and, scaring me, So at this point, I want everyone to make a perception check for me.
There we go. 22.
22.
17.
How about you? 17. Okay. So let's back this up just a little bit. Okay. So once you guys get to here where Wolfern is getting up towards the statue, which has a almost like a magical torch in its hands, and Kogroth is right behind him, and then you've got El behind Kogroth. You notice that underneath one of the linen and burlap sacks that's on the floor, just to the south of you in this alcove, you see a human hand, or what seems to be human, like the remnants of a
There's a body.
decimated. Yeah, it looks like there's a hand poking out from underneath the linen.
I'll walk over and check it out.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me a investigation check, JD.
Well, let's see. Nat 20 plus
Nice.
4, so 24.
24. As you're rummaging around the linen and where these tapestries have been kind of like heaped into a pile, and as you investigate the arm that's poking out from underneath one of the burlap sacks, you can see that it's a young acolyte's body with the robes of Kelemvore. It seems that you found the young priest Klein. You can tell he did not die of natural causes. He's got huge swaths of like very sharp metal slashes. He's been slashed to death.
Yeah, looks like he got clawed.
Almost
out.
like he. What's that?
Looks like he got clawed to death.
He does not look like he got clawed to death. He looks like he just got caught in the middle of the battlefield.
Okay.
It's almost like he got caught in the middle between two armies. That's what his body looks like. It's pulverized, but the majority, what killed him is these huge swaths of slashing marks across his body. You could tell with that type of insight, made with great intent. Okay.
So is he dead, or must we kill him again?
He doesn't appear to be moving, so I would assume that he's dead.
Then we will continue. Come.
So once you get up to where the statue is, you can see, this is what you see. And how far is your dark vision?
60
Valdrith?
feet.
60 feet?
Oh.
Okay. What's that?
I thought you said somebody else's name.
Oh, no. I just want to make sure, because you're the first one coming up into the room. Next
Yes,
to the
I have a 60-foot dark vision.
Okay.
Mountain
So
dwarf.
this is what you see. You're coming in, you're at the statue. Yeah, don't go that far. A huge chamber supported by arch pillars and featuring a ceiling that's 10 feet high. There's 3 ornate sarcophagi standing in the far wall. One of it has its lid removed. 2 torches along the side walls fill the room with magical light, revealing open doors along the north and south walls. In the center of the room is a waist-high marbled brazier. It is carved with the symbol of Kelemvore and has a mutilated body sprawled before it. Wood is stacked and ready for lighting within the brazier, suggesting that the body might have been an acolyte attempting to light it. A scroll lies.
Here's a good question, Bill.
Yeah.
Who has the striking stick?
That's a good question. Who does have the striking stick? It's not Krogoth.
Okay, so 1 through 3 will be JD, and 4 through 6 will be Wolfrin. L has it.
Okay.
L, I believe I see one of the braziers that Stolhart spoke of. Yes, it has the symbols, the scales on them in the room. We should go light it.
Yes, we should.
Okay.
I'm moving forward.
Okay, before you move forward at this point, go ahead and roll me a perception check before going into the room. Oh, and also, I didn't get to finish my a scroll lies on the floor next to the body that's near the brazier.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perception check coming.
Perception check. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1. 6.
6. Okay.
15.
22.
Passive. Remember to use them passive ability scores, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can actually tell just because of your dark vision, because the room, see, the room has a. Here's the light sources, just to let you know, is here, here, here
Are they
against the
dim,
wall.
are they like dim lights?
Yeah, dim light. Yeah, dim, almost a light blue electric. It almost gives you like almost like a kind of like a 15-foot or like a maybe a 20-foot
I can
of
kind of
dim
see
light.
where it's lighter on the map there in each of those
Yeah, yeah.
areas you just pointed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you notice that there is almost these two shadowy figures whiffering over top of the sarcophagus. They're about human in size, but you can see that they are gliding across the ground as if they were about maybe a foot or two off the ground. And you can see these
Oh,
shadowy figures, each one of them carrying a large, ornate scythe in each of their hands.
Oh, it looks like we have company.
Yeah. And you hear this,
you see
you hear this
Wolfram.
voice, and you hear this voice go, get him. I need you to roll initiative.
There we go. Now we're cooking. All righty. Wait, I have advantage on initiative versus things that I can see. So let's redo that. That's much better. Dirty 20, 17 plus 3.
Huh. Me too.
What's your dex?
+3.
So is mine. What's your dex?
16.
17.
Okay.
So Wolfram
Okay.
goes to 4.
Okay.
Wolfram, then L, and let's see, he gets +3. And that's like a 12 for Kargroth. And what was your 23? Is that right? Or what was the roll for the initiative?
20 for me.
Yeah, we both
20
got
and
20.
20. Right. Okay. And Kargroth.
What's going on with the initiative?
These and what do they get? What's their bonus? Oh, okay. 22 for Mr. RP. And what does she get? What does she get? Ah, there she is. The screen's going on here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too good. 12. And she's got a 18 dex and Kargroth has a 14 dex. Okay, so it's RB and then Kargroth. Okay, so the very first thing you see is this shadowy figure with this large set. And actually, I've got a picture here for you. So give me a second to pull that up. There you go. And let me get this. And there you go. You see this thing with a large sip come flying at you like really
Ooh.
fast. Yeah.
Okay, that looks scary.
Okay. And you can hear it whispering, it's got to be done. I've got to go. I've got to get you before I go. And so let me get out of that screen. And so what it does, where it's going is Ventworth, you are the first one into the room. Is that right?
Wolfram?
Wolfram, sorry. I'll get it.
Yeah, yeah. I was just saying, as I stepped in and I saw these things, y'all see Wolfram, like he brings his shield in front of him and starts biting the edge of it. Like you hear
Okay.
this the silver metal teeth like clink, 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 clinking on the edge of his shield. It's almost like a nervous reaction of sorts.
All right, so let's see here. He's going to let's see, and get out of here. And okay, so he's going to fly up on you, and he's going to take. Okay, he's going to take 2 swaths with his scythe. But what I need everyone in the group to do is I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw as this blackened, skulled creature comes flying right at you.
Okay, 13.
Okay. The DC is what'd you get, JD?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
It's a wisdom saving throw. As you see this horrifying undead creature coming flying at you.
12.
Okay. And let's see what Kargos. So Kargos' wisdom is +1. He rolled a 7. So the entire group is frightened.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And what that entails is that let's see. Yeah. So that's a horrifying visage. It's a DC of 16 wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns with disadvantage if the Grim Reaper is within line of sight, ending the effect on itself on a success. If the target's saving throw is successful or the effect ends, the target is immune to the horrifying visage for 24 hours. Okay, so that being said, the frightened condition, for those in TV land, is causes the creature to have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight, and it prevents the creature from willingly move closer to whatever is causing the frightened condition. All right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, it will come up on Volfrin. Did I say it right this time?
Close enough.
All right. It'll only take about 3 sessions before me getting it. And then he's going to take 2 swaths with his sickle.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Okay, the 24. So you would roll, and that would reduce the attack.
No,
right?
you need to re-roll it. It's a.
I need
you,
to re-roll it.
he just put disadvantage on you,
Oh,
and he
oh,
gains
okay.
advantage.
Okay,
It's a reaction for
Gotcha.
those of you at
Okay.
home.
It's a 15.
That does not hit.
Boom. All
And
right.
I will give that
And-
advantage to Wolfram.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is because it doesn't have multi-attack. No, not this one. Okay. And that is the Grim Reaper's turn. It's now Wolfram's turn. You see this creature here in front of you. It's human in size, but floating about a foot or 2 off the ground, flowing gray black robes with this massively ornate, very ornate Sith.
Yes, not moving any closer. I'm going to slide over here. And as a bonus action, I'm going to enter a rage and then attack the first time with the advantage that was given to me.
So that would wipe out. That would be a straight roll because you're attacking at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, 14.
Because the whole party's
Okay,
in the
hold
room,
on.
right?
Let me roll one die then.
Yeah.
Okay, 17 plus 8 is 25.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right. I just did
What's the weapon that you're using?
a mining pick.
A mining pick. Okay.
So I did 1d8 plus 7 damage for the first strike.
Okay.
And then the second attack will be a disadvantage, won't it? Or do I still? No, I have
Unless-
advantage the whole round, don't I? So it's a straight roll?
How's that work with the?
I
No,
think
it's
it's just the
it's
next
disadvantage
attack.
on the next attack.
Okay, so what I'm going to do for my second attack is attack recklessly.
There you go.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 12 plus 8, dirty 20.
Okay. And that
hit
does
as
hit.
well?
That hits.
And that's going to be 4 plus 7.
Okay. So what was the damage on the first hit?
15.
Okay. And then what was the hit? What was the damage on the second hit?
11. 26 grand total.
I want you to roll a perception check for me.
19.
Okay. Good enough. As you hit solidly with both of these, you can see that your blade, your pickaxe connects and almost you can feel resistance, but not as much resistance as you thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yes.
And that's, I'm not going to accrue, I can't move forward or away or anything like that. So that's my whole turn.
You can move away, but you can't move forward. You can't get closer. You can always move away.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
going to. I'm not going to interfere in the opportunity. I'm good where I'm at. I opened up a pathway there for my friends to get in there and fight too.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little more movement, so let's do it like this.
Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, you're still in that range. Yeah, you're not getting closer, but you're not getting.
Yeah.
You're not initiating an opportunity attack at that point. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it for Wolfren. Wolfren for everyone at home.
Okay. Elle, you are next. You see this again. Everyone's under a frightened condition, which is disadvantage. Why don't you go ahead, Wolfren? Go ahead and roll and see if you can.
At the end of my turn. Hold on.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, you can.
That'll work. 16 plus 2 and 18.
What is that for the grand? You said 18?
Yes, sir. 16 plus 2.
You got it. You are no longer under a fearful visage condition, a frightened condition.
Thank you.
And also, it's important to note that you are immune to that horrifying visage for 24 hours.
Okay, good. Let me write that down.
Please write that down. Good job. Okay, Elle, you see a creature, I mean, swoop in right into like the face of Vinrith. And what would you like to do? You're 10 feet away from the creature?
Right, and I'm afraid I can't move any closer.
Yes, correct.
So I pull out a rapier from under my coat and begin conducting.
Okay. And what are you doing?
So
Casting a bard spell.
A bard spell. Okay. And which bard spell are you casting?
let's see. I used one of those already. I will go ahead and cast Shatter.
Okay. And what does that do? For the audience, not just for us. Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for the audience also. Get my top back on. That's one of the reasons I wore it.
Let's see. Each creature in a 10-foot radius of the point that I choose must make a Constitution saving throw or take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
Okay, and what within 10 feet?
Of a point that I choose within 60 feet. So
Okay, so you pick a target that's within 60 feet. And what's the radius of the spell?
10 feet.
So anything within 10 feet of that needs to make that Constitution saving throw. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're 10 feet from it. Vendereth is 10 feet from him.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. I just wanted to share the love of knowing knowledge is power. He's got an 18 con. He rolled a 17 plus 8. That's a 25. I'm sorry, 24. 24.
Okay.
Sorry, 21. Come on, Mike, get your math together. 4 plus 17 is 21.
Okay, so it'll take half of 3d8 then.
Okay. And what kind of damage is it?
Thunder damage.
Thunder.
Thunder?
Yes.
Thunder. Na 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 na.
Yeah. So he'll take half
So,
of 15.
so he'll take half of what you do, of your half.
Okay, so I rolled 15 damage. So
half of that would be let's just say 7.
yeah.
Or 8. Let's just say 8. Half of that would be 4.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I am going to use my conducting for resonance. Let's see. I will expend a roll of my bardic inspiration die, choosing one weapon within 60 feet of me. Until the end of my next turn, all attacks with that weapon deal additional thunder damage equal to half the number rolled. So, Wolfram's pickaxe now gets a thunder bonus of
Okay.
+3.
Is that for
Okay.
attack or just damage?
Just damage.
Okay, thank you.
And that's my turn.
Okay, go ahead and roll to see if you can overcome the frightened condition.
18 plus.
You pass. The DC is 16
Okay,
on a wisdom saving throw.
nice. That was a 21.
All right. Okay. And let's see. Oh, because of that, I need you and Veteran to make Constitution saving throws for the thunder damage.
No, I don't. Look at where I put it.
Yeah, I'm not
You
getting
have,
it, but
you have to target a creature, and that would be the center
No,
point
I just
of
have
that.
to target a point. It's an AoE spell, Mike.
So you don't have to target a creature?
No, I target a point, and then anything within that, within 10 feet of that point, takes
what'd you
damage.
cast? Shatter?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to target. You can target. It's just a zone, like a silent spell or anything else. He doesn't have to put it directly on a person.
And how much damage can that do to like structures and walls and
Oh,
things like
it can
that?
fuck some shit up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Inorganic objects, I believe, are critted by shatter.
Yeah. You notice that with that spell, the statue shatters, and the light that was coming off the magical torch that it was holding is obliterated.
A creature made of inorganic material. Oh, okay. A creature, yeah. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. So yeah, it takes 15 damage.
Yep. Yeah, it's enough to. I only had 10 hit points, so yeah. At least that portion of it. So it's basically you blew the arms off this statue that was holding this magical torch. You already rolled for that. Voldrit, did you roll for the constant for the? Oh, I'm sorry. So that's
I don't need it.
you have-
That's what we
you
were
have to
just
do it.
talking about.
Right. Got it. I'm up the par now. Kargoth is going to well, what can he do? He's going to shoot his heavy crossbow
Okay, let's roll.
and roll the natty 1,
Jesus.
which
He was shaking because he was scared.
yeah, he hits the next closest creature to him, which would be
Me.
Hell,
L for
friendly fire, man.
oh man. Yeah, so where is Carter? There he is. And that is hang on. 1d10 plus 2, that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Right. in the
And yeah. And
My friend, your aim sucks.
he is and what he's going to do at this point is back away to here and get in a crouch position, almost like a firing position. Because and let me roll and see. That's a wisdom save. 19 plus I think 1, so it's a dirty 20. So he's not frightened anymore.
Okay.
So all three of us have 24 hours of
Resistance to horrifying visage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. This creature behind you moves up to about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's it. And you hear this bail of a wail. I need everyone to make a what is it?
Wisdom
Wailing. It is a Constitution save.
save? Oh.
Oh, I like that. That helps. So that's 21 for me.
Okay.
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's got the Kargoth's got a 16, 13 plus 3. That was with your bonus and everything?
Yeah.
You'd be happy to know that the DC is a 13.
Woo-hoo.
The Banshee releases a mortal wail. This wail has no effect on constructs or undead. All creatures within 60 feet of her must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, a creature drops to 0 hit points.
Oh.
Damn.
On a successful, a creature takes 10 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, okay.
So we take 10 points of psychic?
10 points of psychic.
Thank you, sir. All right.
And that is round 1.
Yeah. Back to the top of the round. Let's go.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think that 10 points. I think that went against our 9 temp hit points. So
It did. I'm out of 10 hit points.
Yeah,
Okay.
so am I.
yeah, me too. I'm like down 1 hit point off of 55 to 54 now.
Yeah, we all are.
Okay. All right.
I'm down a few
So
more
what
because somebody
you-
shot me in the ass.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what you-
Sure.
Yeah. Well, wasn't intended. Oh, you know what? At the time I did that. Oh no, I had a crit fail. It didn't matter. I was about to say I was under disadvantage in the first place, so
So automatically, it's a crit fail.
it was automatic because of the thing. Yeah, but anyways, it is the top of the round. What you see between you is so. Actually, Vinrath, let me show you a picture.
Volfriend.
Volfriend. Sorry. Yeah.
Wolf's
So let me show you a
Volfriend.
picture. Yeah, let me show you a picture of the creature that is further into the room. Okay.
You
The
said it was
Banshee?
Banshee, right? Yeah, we know what a Banshee
Yeah.
looks like. Let's just keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Reaper Banshee.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, but you guys don't want to see that, so you know what you're doing. And so it is going to be the Reaper himself, and this is so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just attack me, dude. We're already engaged.
Okay. Okay. So there you go. He is going to he's going to swat at you with his death scythe. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's a +9. That is 12 plus 9 is a 21.
That hits.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Is that slashing damage?
That is slashing damage. Yep.
Okay, well, he's silvery barbed, so let's.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 9 is 25.
Okay, he still hits. So go ahead and roll damage and half that because I'm enraged, so I'm resistant to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So it's simply a 1d4 plus 5.
Okay.
That's 9 points of slashing damage.
So I take 5.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Well, that happens to be my bag of tea. 11 plus 7, 18.
It must make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, the creature drops to 0 points. On a success, the creature takes 10 psychic damage.
I took it, so I took 10 more psychic.
That's correct.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And as a, I don't think he wants to do that quite yet. I don't want to do that. You guys are. Oh, the Grim Reaper has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Okay, so let me just save that. Okay, that is the Grim Reaper. The next person is L. Oh, your turn.
No, it's not L. It's Volfrin.
Oh, Voltron. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And that's going to be a 14 plus 8.
You have
That
advantage.
is. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, I rolled a 1 on the second one. So 14 plus 8 is 22.
Okay.
Does that hit?
A 22 will hit.
All right. And 3 plus 10 because of the thunder damage. It's going to be 13.
Okay.
And 17 plus 8 is 25.
That's going to hit.
That's going to be 8 plus. Does that 3 stay on there or does it get used?
Nope, it stays on there till it's my turn again.
Okay, that's 18 more. What did I do for the first one? I forgot. 13. 13, then 18. And I'm frenzying. And a 7 plus. Does 15 hit him?
A 15 does not hit him.
Okay. So I hit him twice for that's 11, 31 hit points of damage.
Okay. Okay, very good. Anything else?
No, that's I'm not moving. I'm just whiling away at this thing. Best I can.
Okay. Very good. Now it's L. Go ahead, L.
Okay. Let's see.
You're not restrained by the frightened condition anymore. You passed that on the last round.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. Rocky, roll me a d6, will you please?
4.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna come forward and attack this thing with my rapier.
Okay. You get advantage because you're flanking.
Okay. 14 plus 6. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit. And
Okay.
what kind of rapier is it? Just regular
It's a regular rapier.
Okay. Go ahead.
So that's
Stabby stab.
4 piercing damage from the rapier and 3 force damage from my astral spark.
Yeah, we don't, Michael. That's something to keep in mind. None of us have any kind of magical items.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah, these characters are raw.
Yeah.
Or green.
So you like it. Squiggling and raw. As Gollum would say. Wiggling and raw.
Yeah, that's us.
Okay, so what was the total damage? It was 5. It was like 3 plus what?
It was 4 piercing and 3 force damage.
Okay, great.
JD, what kind of bard are you playing for the folks at home?
Maestro.
A maestro. And where would you find that subclass at?
I believe it's in the critical role book. Let me double check.
Just for those that are interested in playing.
According to this, the source is DM's Guild, so I'm not 100% sure which book it's from.
DM's Guild?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. So as a so it's Krogoth's turn, and as a bonus
I'm
action.
not done yet.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're taking a long time on your round here. So
yeah, you are, JD. Sorry for interrupting
because
you.
you asked a question. Yeah. So
that's my fault.
Sticking with the sword, and then I will use a bonus action to healing word.
Okay.
On Wolfgar or Wolfram.
Friend.
Yeah, Wolf Friend. I know.
With a V.
1. Jesus Christ. So you'll get 5 hit points back.
Thank you, sir.
Now my turn is over.
Cool. All right. Kargoth will bonus action rage, and he will come up to let's see.
Well, that statue's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah, the statue's gone. Yeah. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna move up to here. It's gonna take a battle axe. He's gonna drop his crossbow at his feet and take a swipe at him with his axe. Kargroth, come on, man.
Are you here for my business?
And there you go. So the great axe, he hits with a 24.
Nice.
Well, he would have done 10, but he does 5. And I believe they get 2 attacks. Barbarians get 2 attacks at level 5. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, almost like fighters. Okay. Rolls a 9. Does not hit. Misses it by 3. And so that's his bonus action. That's his movement. That's his action. No double barrel bonus action is the Reaper Banshee. Is going to move up to 1, 2, 3, 4 here. It's going to move up and attack Kargroth. not the Grim Reaper, the Reaper Banshee. There she is. Multiple attacks, 2 attacks, 2 Reaper Scythe attacks. Okay, she's gonna the Reaper Banshee. Man, she's a blast free. The line, 30 feet long, creature hit attack. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to do 2 multiple attacks against Kargrath. The first one being 12. That's a dirty 20 for 13 points. And the second attack is a 9 plus 7. It's a 16. It's a miss, I think. No, that's a hit. He's only got a 15 AC. So the damage to him is going to be Reaper Banshee is 3d6 plus 3. I'm just going to go average here. And then, so it's 26 points of damage deducted off the total amount of hit points that he has.
Oh,
Half that because he's raging.
He's raging, right. So it's 13. Okay, thanks.
so we got 64 minus 13.
He's got 54. Remember, he already took the 10, so he has 54 minus 13 at this moment,
Okay, so he's at 41. Gotcha.
which is his max hit points at this moment.
Oof. All righty.
Okay. That's the Banshees. Does it get a save again? Yeah, so necrotic hit by the attack is reduced by half of the damage is taken. So his max hit points is 7 41 48 is his new max.
Okay, I got you tracked.
Yeah, it's half the damage deducted from the total.
All right.
All right, and it doesn't look like there was any other bonus action or prayer or anything like that. So it is
The other Reaper.
top of the round. Yep. And with being surrounded, he will go ahead and just roll. It's going to be 1, 2, L, 3, 4, Kargrath, and 5, 6, Wolfriend.
Close enough.
Is that good? Okay. Rolled a 1. It's going to. He's not the Reaper. He's the Reaper. He's the Grim Reaper. And what he's going to do is he's going to. He's going to make an attack with his death scythe.
On who?
And that on L.
Okay.
And that is 15 24.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. 6 plus 15.
I think it's still gonna hit me.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn.
Who gets the advantage, JD?
You.
Okay.
So it's 1 plus 5. That's 6 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That'll be a 12.
A fail, the creature drops to 0 hit points.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So you're unconscious.
Shit. Okay.
All right. One thing that you've noticed between the Grim Reaper and the Reaper Banshee is that he only gets 1 attack, she gets 2. Okay. Now that we've gotten into multiple rounds here. Wolfrans, it's you.
Oh, friend, here we go. And with advantage. Okay, there it is. Caught him. Caught him, caught him, caught him, caught him, caught him. Caught him. So that's going to be 15 because I don't have the thunder damage anymore. Or, yeah, 15 plus whatever I roll here. 2d8 because of Piercer because I gain an extra die. And 8 and 1 didn't really matter much. 9. So that's 24 for the first strike. If he's resistant, that's what, 12?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going reckless.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 15. So plus 8 is 23. That also hits.
Okay.
2 plus 7 is 9 more. So that's 5. And then I'm frenzying. And 19 is also going to hit for 2 plus 7, another 9, another 5. So total damage is 22. And that's already halved.
Okay, 22. Gotcha. Okay.
That's it.
Very,
That's my
very
round.
good. Very good. Elle, go ahead and make your first death saving throw.
That's a fail.
Okay. All right. Who is it? Kargroth. Kargroth is going to move to here, initiating an opportunity attack from the Reaper Banshee. She's going to take a swipe at him with her scythe. 11. That is, yes, that's definitely a hit. Does 13 minutes. Does 7 points to that's already halved because of the rage to Kargroth. He needs to make a the necrotic damage. The creature hit by his hit is okay. So his maximum is 7. So 41 is his max hit points now. As a action, he's going to feed L his health potion for 8 hit points.
Okay.
And I don't think, and because he's raging, that's kind of like his bonus action already, I think. And he did an attack, so he can't use his act as a second attack.
He's lucky he got hit. Otherwise, he'd lose his rage.
Right.
Yeah, if you drink it yourself, it's a bonus action. If you administer it, we voted that's an action.
If you administer it to someone
Yeah.
else, it's a full action.
Yep.
That being the case, as a free action, I will pick up my crossbow and put it behind me. I move 10 feet. I don't want to get outside this guy's. I don't want to go through another opportunity attack.
It's the
Okay,
Banshee's
that's it.
turn.
What's that?
It's the Banshee's turn, right?
Yes, it's the Banshee's turn. Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see here. Let me just roll this. 1. Okay. The Banshee's going to 1, 2, Carteret, 3, 4, Wolford, and that's a 1. I move up to here and do 2 swipes at Cardroth. And basically, okay, so here we go. 11 plus 7, that's 11 plus 7, that's 18. That's a hit. And the second one is a 7 plus 7. That's a 14. That's a miss. So it does 13 points of necrotic damage. So let's see where Carteret is. Okay, he's at 15. Okay. Yeah. And that's her 2 attacks. And it is now the Reapers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolled a 3. It's going to be attacking Carteret. These rolls are not going well. And it's going to take 1 swipe with the Death Scythe. And that is a 12 plus 9. That's a 21 to hit for 6 slashing damage. Halved, right? So that's 3.
Yeah.
He's at 12, but he needs to make a saving throw here. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Roll a 4 plus 3 is 7. He's at 0 hit points.
Jesus.
Oh. We need to get that brazier lit.
There you go. Yeah. And it is now the Wolfran's turn. Who was carrying the striker and the rod?
L.
Okie dokie. Well, Wolfran, it is your turn, man.
Dirty 20.
That's going to hit.
That reminds me,
Alright.
I have light going. Shouldn't these guys be taking disadvantage?
27.
No, these aren't shadows, man. These are
Okay.
Grim Reapers, and yeah,
And
These are the-
26. They
these
all
aren't
hit.
shadows.
Oh, that's good. 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 14. So that's 28. And then the last shot is 5 plus 7, 12. That's going to be 40. So 20 more damage. That's already halved.
Okay, 20 total damage. That's already been halved.
That's already been halved. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
19 plus 5.
You can see that this creature has been, if the decay and the sense of smell of death wasn't already emanating from this creature, it is now.
Because I'm poking holes in it.
Poking holes in it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction to. I'll raise my rapier and continue conducting into a crash. The Reaper needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. The Grand Reaper has a, in case you guys ever want to use this creature in the going forward, has a 21 strength.
Okay, the DC is 15.
Let's see, that is 9 plus 5 is 14.
Sweet.
Well done, JD.
It is going to take.
Is this a magical attack?
As a reaction, I get to expend a roll of my Bardic Inspiration die. The target of the triggering attack must take a strength saving throw against my spell save DC or take thunder damage equal to half the number I rolled and be knocked prone.
It's a spell.
It is.
No.
Okay, because the Grim Reaper has advantage.
No,
on
it's
saving
not a
throws
spell.
against
It is.
spells and
It's
magical effect.
JD, it's a magical effect, is what Mike's getting to. So he has advantage on the saving throw. Roll again, Mike.
16 plus 5 is 21.
He passes.
Okay.
Yeah. The Grim Reaper has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Correct.
Okay.
Anything else?
It's my turn now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now at my turn, I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. Get some hit points back, baby.
Yep.
There's the bard spell we need.
3 plus 4. Everybody gets 7 hit points back.
Damn, out of 3d8? Oh, it's mass healing words,
The Mass Healing
3d4.
Word, yeah, Mass Healing Word is only 1d4, yeah.
Yeah, not mass cure wounds, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at 15, 68, and 7. Damn. All right.
And then,
Good spell, man.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action spell, right? So what's your action?
Yeah.
Better drink a heal potion or something, man.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I'm
fucking.
thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my healing potion. That's my action.
Okay. How many hit points are you at before you drink your health potion?
He's at 15.
15. Okay.
4.
And Krogroth is back at 7.
7.
Kargroth is at 7. Kargroth
No,
feels
that's
better.
7 from the healing potion.
Okay.
So it's 22. Okay.
Yep. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Kargroth. Mad. I think because I went down, I'm out of my rage.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. How many? Again, I've never played a barbarian before, but I think I've got the number of proficiencies I can rage a day. Is that right?
You should have 3. Correct. You've used 1.
Okay. As a bonus action, I shall rage again because now I'm mad, and I'm going to take 2 swipes at the Grim Reaper since he doesn't smell so hot. And there you go, Kargroth. And Kargroth mad, and he's going to hit 18 plus 7 is 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
And the second swipe, 17 plus 7, 24. So 2 hits.
2 hits. Get some damage in there, big guy.
All right. So when raging, it's just halves. It gives you like resistance. It doesn't give you anything additional to damage. Is that right?
Yes, it does. You're attacking with a melee weapon, so whatever your strength modifier is, add 2 more to that. Because you're enraged. You gain plus 2 to damage enraged. For strength melee attacks, not any other attacks. But
all right, so 7 plus 4 plus 2, that's 13. 13 halved is, let's just say, 7. Second one is 12 plus 6 is 18 minus, so that's not 18 half is 9. Oh my god. Okay. So I raged, I double hit on my on my great axe, and then don't have anything else I can do, I think.
On one of those attacks, as my reaction, since it's been my turn again already, I am going to go ahead and crash on the target that you just did. So go ahead and have it roll a strength check.
Oh.
A strength save.
Okay.
Go ahead and explain what crash is, JD. Again, that's something we don't know.
Give me a second to pull it up.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before too either.
You learn how to harness and amplify the roar of a well-placed blow into a violent explosion of sound. When a creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you hits with an attack, you can use your reaction to expend a roll of a bardic inspiration die. Target of the triggering attack must make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC or take thunder damage equal to half the number you rolled and be knocked prone.
Okay. So it's either
How
a
many different-
21 or a 15. So it's 21.
Okay, then he
That's
succeeds.
save.
Do they still
Any
take
dam-
half?
No, it takes no damage if he saves.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay. Okay.
All right. It is the so that was like your reaction to Kargroth hitting him with his great axe, right?
Yes, that was me
Yes.
expending my reaction for the
Gotcha.
turn. Yes.
Gotcha. I just want to make sure I understood. All right. So the Grim Reaper is going to all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 1. Is going to take a swath at L. And that is with his Death Sith. 3 plus 9 is 12.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. Okay. And that's his only attack. That's his only, and so it is the Wolfred. It is your turn.
Here we go. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does not hit.
Oh shit. Okay, I think a 25 does.
A 25 does hit.
That'll be 6 plus 7, 13. And half is what? 7?
Yeah, 7. How would you like to do that?
Oh man, he's just been wailing away with this maniacal. His eyes are all bulged out of his head. He's got drool flying out of his mouth, and he's just been hammering. And when he finally tears into it and it flutters to the ground dead, he's going to take his last attack on the thing next to him.
Okay.
And that's going to be a dirty 20. Because I'm frenzying.
Yeah, let me find out here. Let's see. The Banshee's got that is that. Yeah, okay.
And that's going to be a 13. Does he have magical resistance?
Let's see here, or she. See.
I didn't mean to assume its gender.
Yeah. Damage is acid, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical.
Non-magical. Okay, so she takes 7.
Okay. Immunities to cold, necrotic, and poison.
I'm not moving. That's my turn. And like I said, he's just this rabid, maniacal beast right now, just swinging this old mining pickaxe for everything he's worth. Just insane.
The
mild, meek-mannered Wolfren is not here anymore.
Yeah, let me describe to you what you did to the Grim Reaper. Let's see. You see the Grim Reaper look almost like at you and surprised, as if it never had seen its own death in its own mind. He had seen thousands of deaths of over the years, thousands upon thousands, and never imagined it could ever come to him. As he seeps into his shadowy form, falling into this black smoke on the cobblestone, you can hear him almost laughing, saying, "Well, this would be a new experience."
Cool.
And he's dead. Okay. He was undead, but now he's.
Those
now
were
he's
the
really,
words I was waiting to hear. And he's dead. Okay.
And he's dead. He's
Oh,
dead. Okay.
If he'd have been a living creature, he'd have been dead 4 rounds ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Remind me if I get out of this to go get my mining pick dipped in silver or something.
Right? Jesus.
Jesus.
And let's see here. 3. Okay. What else would you like to do?
That was my turn. That's it.
Yeah, you took her as she looks over and sees her companion, her
The Banshee?
significant other fade into the ground. You can see that there's a glint of almost surprise in her eyes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your turn next.
Yeah, I think it's Elle's turn.
Yeah.
No, I mean to fade
That
into
was,
nothing.
yeah, that
Oh,
was.
I see.
Yeah. Don't get too sad. We're about to send you right along your way to go meet her.
Mhm.
Maybe. All
Yeah,
right, Elle, do something phenomenal.
Yeah. So before we move on, go ahead and roll a. I know your basic perception's 15. Elle's
Okay.
is 19. So go and just roll me a perception check.
10.
It definitely it's not there anymore.
Awesome.
Okay, with a 10.
Well, yeah.
It was there. It was there.
I'm,
Now it's
I'm
not.
freaking out. I'm in like full berserker mode right now, so not noticing something is pretty much accurate.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
now.
just looking for what I need to hit next.
All right.
I'm gonna. Shit. Slide this way, I guess. And then stick the Banshee with my sword.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. Yep, D6 plus 3, that's 4.
I forgot to do that. Oh.
4 points of piercing and 3 points of force damage.
So, okay.
And then bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and inspire.
Is that your last use of bardic inspiration, dude?
No, I've got 2 left.
You've used 3, I know.
I know. I got an extra one because I'm a maestro. So I have 5 total. So I'm gonna go ahead and inspire the orc dude, whose name I can't remember right now.
Kargoth.
There you go.
Kargoth, yeah.
The merciless
It's gonna
mercenary.
go straight through, my friend. And that's my turn.
Okay. I need all 3 of us. I should have been doing this the whole time. I forgot. You feel an unnatural coldness going through your bones. Everyone takes 2 points of cold damage.
See, that's where my one magical item that this dude originally was built with would have came in handy. Boots of Winter.
Yeah. Any undead creature that starts its turn within 5 feet of the Reaper Banshee takes 1d4 cold damage as the aura of cold.
Oh, well,
So how much was that? You said 2?
2. Mm-hmm.
I should be dead then.
What's that?
I said I should be dead then because
It's okay, man. Look,
Yeah.
Mullen,
I'm not retrogaming. I just forgot.
yeah, that would have messed you up when you were down at 0 there for a few times.
Yeah.
Because that
Well,
would
you
have been
missed.
crit, then crit.
Yeah.
He missed one, and then the second time he took damage would have killed him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You'd be dead. Correct.
Well, I didn't catch it, so
No worries.
it's dead. Okay.
The best of us, man.
Dead.
It happens to the best of us.
You should see all the I'll post it afterwards, but anyways, it's going to go ahead and
Yeah, these are like final boss monsters. I swear to God.
yeah, so it's going to
Yeah, Reapers are like CR8 or something like that. Stupid. They're ridiculous.
yeah Reaper Banshees are CR Reaper Banshees are CR 5, or I can't read. Yeah, I was really expecting 4 5th level creature characters to go into this, but I've been adjusting on the fly.
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
All right, man. So, anyways, it is the Reaper Banshee. She is going to fire a. Let's see. Reaper Banshee makes 2 attacks: 2 Reaping Sith attacks, or 1 Reaping.
I thought you said they only get 1 attack because the other Reaper was getting 2 attacks.
No. This is the one that's been getting 2 attacks. The other one has only been getting 1 Sith attack. You killed the one. You can't. Yeah.
Okay.
You killed the Grim Reaper.
Gotcha.
This is the Reaper Banshee. Yeah. And so she is going to make 1 attack against. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and pick a number, JD, from 1 to 6.
Just attack me. I just hit her.
Okay.
Please attack me.
Okay. She is going to make 1 attack with the Sith or Scythe. And that is 15 plus 7 is 22.
That's going to hit me.
Okay. And that is 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that means that 6 points will be taken off your maximum.
Okay.
As her second attack, she's going to cast Ice Wind. And
Is that a spell?
That is a spell.
You can't attack and cast a spell in the same round, Michael.
Multiple attack. The Reaper
doesn't matter. Casting a spell is casting a spell. Attacking
I don't think this is a spell like a spell. It's an ability of the.
It's an act.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
My
multiple attack. The Reaper Banshee makes 2 attacks, either 2 Reaping Scythe attacks or 1 Reaping Scythe attack and 1 Icy Wind attack.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. My bad. My apologies, sir.
RAW. So what it does, it's a 5-foot, 30-foot long. Each creature hit by the attack will take 7 points of cold damage, and your movement is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Until the start of the Banshee's next turn. Okay.
Any saving throw, or is it an attack roll?
Is a attack roll.
Okay.
7 plus that's a 14.
Nope.
And is it a line or a column or a cone or?
It's a line. It's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5-foot line, 30 feet long.
Okay.
So if she
basically her
attacking
him, yeah, basically would be kind of like. See if I can do this for the group here. So basically, like.
Yep.
Like that.
Totally see it. So she shoots this. She hits me with the scythe and then shoots this beam, which my little sword ass ducks underneath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and that is her. The Reaper. The Grim Reaper is dead again.
Wolfrin's turn.
Yep.
And a 14 plus 8 is a 22.
Yes.
That's 1. 16 plus 8 is 24. That's 2. And there it is. There it motherfucking is. Turn the camera back on. Hello, there you go. You boys see it?
I think I skipped Colgarth though after you finish this turn.
No, Colgroth went before the Reaper. The Banshee was at the end of the initiative order. I've got it written down here, and then it goes back up to the Grim Reaper, and then it goes Volfrin, El,
It's
then
the Grim Reaper's first.
Did he just? Did you skip yourself?
Oh, I might have skipped myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I did skip myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let me
finish your turn and then.
Yeah, go ahead and finish your turn, and I'll go, and then we'll go back in order. Go ahead.
All right. 5 plus 14 is 19. Hold on. And my max there is 15, and then I roll these for, man, that sucked. 5 more. For a grand total this round of 39 cut in half, we'll say is going to be 20.
Okay.
20 damage. That's my round. And then we can retrograde back into a Korgoth because you actually skipped him. Okay.
Kargroth see Volfrin hit like idea, follow through. Repeat and
Rinse and repeat.
So he rolls a 12 plus 7. That's a 19. That's going to be a hit.
Nice.
And the second one is 23. So
nice. 2 hits.
Yeah. So the first one is, that's a crap roll. 8 points. So half is 4. And the second one is 5, 11. Let's just say 6. Okay. So 10 points total. And now it's Elle's turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I've had just about enough of this thing. I'm going to go ahead and.
I'm sorry. And also, Wolfrind and Kargrowth takes 2 points of cold damage. Yeah.
Oh, Kargoth, you're not looking too good again.
No. Well, I'm raged, so I'm at 5.
Yeah, but if you take 2 more points of cold damage, you're at 3.
That's right. This is true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, fuck, he's not looking too good.
Yeah, and also this is at this. If you start your turn within 5 feet of the Reaper Banshee, you take 2 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
So that'd be for L at this point.
Okay.
There's L. He's down to 18. Okay. All right, L, do something maestro-ish. Like, kill this fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
that's ugly.
Antagonize. Third level spell, antagonize. You whisper magical words. Choice in range. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw for the Reaper Banshee. She has, let's see, as a wisdom, she has a 12 wisdom. That's a +1. Natty 20, so it's a 21.
Okay, so she'll take half of this 4d4 psychic damage.
Of psychic damage?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I sucked on the rolls though. Yeah. It's gonna take half of 9.
Oh, it was just count 5. So there you go.
And then I will go ahead and spend my last inspiration die to do resonance again on Wolfrun's weapon.
Okay.
So until the end of my next turn, he gets an additional +3 thunder damage with his weapon.
All right. So that should bring us back to Gargoth.
Gargoth. Well, he takes 2 points of cold damage, bringing him down to 3.
Oof.
Oh, no, he only takes 1 because he's still raging.
Unless he's totem of the bear.
Oh, Totem of the Bear.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, that's not the case. I don't. And when can you pick that? Like level 3 or?
You would have it by now. What's your barbarian subclass? Do you even have one?
I didn't even pick one, to be honest. I just did a quick roll. I think most people know that the Totem of the Bear and all that's the best one. So, let's just say he's at 3 now.
Okay, works for us.
Yeah. He's going to. He's got an axe, and he's got an axe to grind with this wailing. Oh, I gotta do that.
And he still has a D8 inspiration from when I inspired him earlier, so.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Great axe hit is a 18 to hit. The Reaper Banshee has a 14 AC. The second hit is 11.
Use your inspiration. So that's 19.
Oh, 19. Okay.
So that's
Well,
2 hits, roll damage.
Potentially 19. You
All
have
right.
to roll the D8.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you
So
roll that
11
or do I roll that?
You roll it. You have the inspiration.
Got a 6,
That's 17.
17, AC 14.
That also hit. Okay. So 2 hits.
So I rolled 11 plus 6. That's 17, right? Yeah,
Correct.
17. So it's 8. Okay. And then the second hit. Oh, 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 halved is okay. All right. Very good. Now it's the Banshee's turn,
Correct.
and she is going to wail.
Constitution save, right?
That is a Constitution. Yeah, a Reaper Banshee releases a mournful wail. This has no effect on constructs or undead. All creatures within 60 feet must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, the creature adopts. On a success, it's 10 points of psychic damage.
23.
Okay.
21.
So 10 points of psychic.
10 points of psychic. Yep.
All right.
Jesus.
What'd you get, JD?
21.
Okay. I rolled an 18 plus what is Cardros? Constitution 17. So I got a not dirty. It's a 21.
So you're back down to 0.
But I'm back down to 0. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Is it- I can't see dead. There you go. Dink. There you go. Not dead, just unconscious. All right. How you doing on hit points, L?
L
I have
8.
Okay. So she used the whale, which was the first roll that she was able to recharge. It takes a roll of every turn. If she can roll, that's why I had you roll before.
Ah.
See, yeah, you rolled a 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on a 5 to 6, her
It recharges, correct.
recharges. Yeah. Um,
Do you need another D6 roll?
no, I've already done that.
You've already rolled it? Okay.
Well, yeah.
She rolls it at the
Um,
beginning of her turn.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That
her
is
turn?
that is her turn, right? She can
Okay.
only use that one action. That's the only action she can't. That's not included in the multi attack thing. It is top of the round. It is
Wolfred.
I think I actually said it right that time.
You did. 18 plus 8 is 26.
That is a definite hit.
17 plus 8 is 25.
Definitely a hit. She only has a 14 AC.
And a 19 plus 8. Those are all 3 hit. Fucking
Let's take
horrible
your 2
damage. So 10, 8, that's 18. And 3, another 10. So 28 halved is 14.
It doesn't have the
14
thunder
more
damage,
damage.
though, does it?
Yes, it has resistance to non-magical slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning.
Yeah, but you have thunder damage too.
She has resistance to thunder damage. I'll read off.
Well, then that would be 3 hits at a 9, so add 5 more to that. It'd be 19 total damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
And then don't forget
I'm
to
just
take your 2 points.
pounding away. It's all I can do.
Okay.
Hopefully it's getting closer to dead.
Yeah, go ahead and take your 2 points of cold damage.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, sir.
And L, I believe that's you.
Yeah, I'm going to take my
Correct.
2 points.
What does that leave you at now? Like
I'm at 6.
8?
6.
6. Okay.
I'm gonna Dissonant Whispers at level 2. So I'm out of level 1 spots.
Okay. Okay.
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I'm not sure how wise these. It has a 12 wisdom. That's a +1. Rolled a 15 plus 1 is a 16.
That's a save.
Okay.
Half as much damage on a successful save. So takes 6 points of damage total.
6 points of damage. Okay. Go ahead and roll me what's your passive perception is 19, is that right?
Yeah.
You can see that this creature is as close to death as it looks.
Cool.
Oh, please. I have a feeling I know what we're going to do if we get through this.
Shit. I'm going to with my bonus action attempt to drag Kargoth away from this thing.
That would incur a opportunity attack.
That's fine.
Okay.
Want him out of Ekora.
So what you just did isn't that your action? To drag a body would be a full action.
Okay. Then I guess I won't drag him out.
Yeah, a free action's opening a door, picking up a sword, something light, and dragging a 300-pound half orc barbarian is a full action.
Okay. Well, I've got nothing left then, so.
Okay. So Kargoth.
Death saving throw?
And he
Death saving.
takes
Well, first of all,
2 fail because of his.
right. That's 2
Zero.
fails, right?
Ooh. Okay.
And
Oh no, wait, no.
Daddy 20.
It's,
Not 20.
it's an automatic fail. Sorry, so it's just 1 fail for the for each instance of damage.
Okay, well that
Well,
just counted.
if he's at 0 and he takes damage, isn't that automatically crit because he's already at 0?
Only
I
if
believe
it's a melee
so.
attack.
Yeah, I
But
believe that's 2. Yeah.
you just rolled
So
a
he's
nat
at
20, so you have 1 hit point left and you're stable.
Yeah, you just stabilized at
Oh.
1 hit point because you nat 20'd.
Yeah, and also doesn't half orcs get like if they get to 0, they
They
get
go to
like-
1.
they
Oh,
go to
yeah.
1. Oh,
Just have
Correct. I was just about to bring that up. I was thinking, wait a minute, you should have 1 hit point.
yeah. Okay.
But either
All right.
way, yeah. So you have 1 hit point and it's your turn. You didn't have to make that death saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, when you slap them together quick, you don't realize all the little tricks you have under your sleeve.
Yeah.
Well, he still would have
Yeah,
had to
so
make
I'm
a
at
death saving
1.
throw because he would go to
Oh.
0 at the beginning of his turn.
That's
Wow.
right, because I'm in the RF cold. so I'm
Okay,
at
well,
1.
you rolled a nat 20. You still have 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
back to where you started. It's your turn. You have 1 hit point. What are you doing?
I am going to
Run the
wind
fuck
up
away.
and yeah. I think because I went unconscious, I lose again.
Yeah, you're out of
Yes,
rage.
you lose the rage.
So I go down to 0, but yet I pop back up to 1. I think I lose my rage at that point.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And my
So this would be your
proficiency-
last rage if you decide to rage.
Well, I will rage as my bonus action because
There you go.
I don't have anything to lose. You know,
You might want to start attacking recklessly too.
that's -5 + 10. Is that right?
It ain't minus nothing. It's advantage on the attack roll, but you grant advantage.
I will do it. I will do that.
Like, well, you've got nothing to lose here, dude. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will attack recklessly. Now, is that just in the first attack, or does that include all the
That's-
attacks?
any attack you want, man.
Okay. Okay.
don't
Well, I'll do
know.
both of them. That's a 19 plus. That's a 26 to hit. For
That's
the
one.
first one. Yeah. And then that's what. So it gives you advantage, right? Is that
Correct.
when you attack?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just see if I get a nat 20. No, roll 2 19s in a row.
Nice.
So
It's still
26.
hit.
Yeah. And then 3 or a 17, which is a
That's
hit.
2 hit.
AC 14.
Roll
Yeah.
some damage, baby.
Oh, that one plus 6 is 7. 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 is let's just there you go. Yeah. And then the second one is a 3 plus 6. It's
9, so 5, so 12 damage.
halved. Well, considering it had only 4 hit points left, and
Oh.
I did 6 points. It is it's dead again, and as it bubbles down into the cobbles of the cobblestone of the thing, you can see she's forming a word, and as she dissipates, you can hear her whisper, "Goodbye."
Ooh.
We are out of combat.
Okay, you see Wolfram kind of start to shrink a little bit as the swelling is leaving his body. I need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if I catch exhaustion.
Okay.
It is DC 10 plus number of rounds plus rage. How many rounds did we go?
We went, I think, 5 or 6 rounds.
Okay, we'll say 6. So
Okay.
that'll be a 17 is the DC, Constitution save. I rolled 11 plus 7, 18. I do
Okay.
not suffer exhaustion, but I look at Elle and I'm like, light the brazier and let's go. We need to get out. We are very ill prepared to face what lies in here. And let's light the brazier and call it a day.
Okay, so L, is that what you're doing? Is you're going over to the brazier to light it?
Yes.
It's already has like tinder in it and wood and everything. It's all oil. It's all set to be lit. Is that what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need you to do a dex check to light it.
19.
Okay, the DC was a 12. So, and it glows in an eerie, like bluish flame. And you can see that in a 25-foot radius around is a bright blue white light. And you can feel like an uplifting of your own spirits within the area, as if not only can you see the remainder of the room with the 3 sarcophagus to the east side, but you also see a wisp of white smoke coming off the body near the brazier, and you can see that almost a ghostly figure, almost unformed, looks towards you and says, "Thank you," before it dissipates upwards into up into the ceiling.
Oh, we saved a soul. Nice. I want to give both my healing potions to or at least one healing potion to Krogoth.
Krogoth.
Here, drink this, friend. You look like you're in bad shape.
Okay, I rolled a 7 plus 4, so that's 11.
All right, you got 12 hit points.
Right.
L, you got 6. I've got 39. Let's get the fuck out of here and call it a day.
Also, with the perception of like you got 15, 19. Don't forget that there's a scroll next to the body.
Thank you for reminding me.
A scroll lies to the floor next to the body.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
L's right there, so L can grab it.
Yep.
And
You can't leave because the door is sealed.
What?
We're sealed in here. We can't leave.
Dude, we know the knock. Yes, we can leave. Come on.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm going to knock on the door.
Do you want to see what the scroll is?
Yes.
Once we get out of here, unless you want to check it out now, I don't care. We're not equipped to be in here at all. That much I've determined. Like everyone's almost dead except me, and I'm halfway there. So that's just what Wolfern wants to do.
Yeah. So it's a healing scroll.
Oh, very nice. Oh, the spell healing?
Spell healing. Not heal, but it's
okay.
Yeah.
I was
heal,
thinking
like the 7th level heal spell. It's a
okay.
That's what yeah. It's like cure wounds. How about like a first level cure wounds type of thing? Actually, let me see. Let me tell you what it. Actually, it's at 3rd level. 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
So it helped one of us, and we still need to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to.
So go ahead. Yeah. So as you get to the door and you pass, and the embers of the fire pit have gone all the way out. As you move towards the door, what do?
What do you mean? What do I do?
Well, I mean, you're looking to bolt out of here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would walk back through the door we came through.
Yeah. So what's the marching order, please?
I'll lead the way. Like I got the most hit points, so if we run into something, let them hit me first.
Okay.
You guys just stay alive and stay behind me.
Okay. All right. So as you get to the door again, the embers of the room that are darkened. So this room, number 1 room, is dark.
Okay.
You can see, because of your dark vision, the door, the stone door, is out about maybe 30 feet from you.
Okay.
There's an eerie coldness to the room.
Okay.
The cold of the crypt. What would you like to do?
Go and light on.
I'm gonna walk down to the door and do the knock. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So dump, 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 dump. And you don't hear any answer.
Oh, that motherfucker. Okay, in that case, I want to walk back and throw that lever and shut that door. And
Okay.
then over here and start to build a fire.
Okay. Well, okay. Sounds good. You wanted to just kind of like a set camp here in this. Yeah, you can see that this room here is enclosed other than the stone door to the southwest and the portcullis door with the lever to the north. There's no other entry or exit out of this room.
Yeah, so I want to close the door, start up a fire, and at least take a short rest, if not a long.
And which you'd be able to
holy
do.
moly! And I think I
You're
guess
on
that's
fire. You're on fire.
I guess that's where we'll pin it today.
Yeah, and that was the one shot. That is the beginning of that's a portion of the Krypts of Kelemvore.
Wow, that's going to be a toughie. Like I said, we're not equipped to be in here. I know that, and that motherfucker didn't open the door. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
We'll have to work our way through it, I guess. Woo, good session, man. That was scary there for a while.
Yeah, these are tough creatures. Oh, let me give you the experience points here.